yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Brother, big dude, hello. Brother, big dude, hello.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep fucking that chicken. Tough man to make a tender forecast. Keep fucking that chicken.
Okay, I'll do.
Well, the rooms are getting shaky. Yeah. Everybody's getting aching. Yeah. And the temperature is rising. Yeah. So the devil ain't denying. Yeah. We get hot. All night long. Watch come a little closer. Yeah. I'll show you what I live for. Yeah. I love the way you hold me. Yeah. I wanna make it easy. Yeah. We get hot.
Yep.
We get hot.
Yep.
We get hot. All night long. In the evening and through the days, rock and roll is the only way. On a shop day we do not stop. Hot, feel so hot, so come a little closer. Yeah. Let me show you what I live for. Yeah.
Yep.
Just come a little closer.
I'm on you.
Yeah. You know you drive me crazy. Yeah. We get hot. We get hot. All night long. I said yeah. I said yeah.
Yep.
I said yeah. Oh yeah. I said yeah. I said yeah. Oh yeah.
Welcome. Oh yeah. Keep it rolling.
Ladies. And gentlemen.
See the future with Brian and I on Wednesday every 7 o'clock.
Welcome, every one of you, to the Poorly Played stream number.
It's 427.
With me, as always, is my favorite King Lord, Abu Chakra. Hello, Brian.
Hey, Garrett, how's it going? I'm having a good week. How about you? What's your favorite color?
Let's start the show.
Yeah, I'll start the show now.
Keep on smiling.
Welcome, everyone. Brian and I are happy to be back in the seat of power, as it were.
Yeah.
You know how a king will look over his domain and draw his map?
Yeah.
Much like the game of Risk we play now
Oh, no.
in times of peace. But an old-fashioned king spread out that map of his territory and look upon.
He unfolds the map.
My seat of power spreads vast from which I sit.
He unfurls it.
That's true. That's true. He's got a whole desk located in the war room just for a map of his domain.
Yeah, he
It's-
just takes it out and he...
It's like having a puzzle on a card table for like 6 years that it takes you to finish. It's just taking up space in your fucking house. You could never get rid of it because she's not done building it.
I helped. I put
Remember that
some of the
Marilyn Monroe
Yeah, I put some of the
puzzle?
fucking soaps. The moment you said that, I'm like, yeah, I remember that Marilyn Monroe puzzle on your fucking dining room table. I mean, it's not
It's
like...
done now.
It's done now.
It took a while, though.
What happened to it once it was finished?
Framed.
Nice.
Framed and up on the wall.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's what you got to do. Otherwise, like, what the
What
fuck
was
did
the
you spend all
accomplishment?
that time doing?
The puzzles are a thing of beauty for some and
Yeah.
a thing of frustration for others.
Oh, yeah.
For me, it was just like the dining room table was taken up for a while.
Yeah.
Long while. Brian remembers.
Oh, I do.
That table's history, kaputs.
Yeah, now you got a...
It's in the backyard, actually. We used it in the barbecue cast.
Yeah, you got... I was
I
gonna say.
recycle. I have a methodology. It's kind of like the entire way I live my life, honestly, Brian.
Yeah.
I have like a recycling, reuse, longevity. We talked about, fixing things rather than just throwing them out.
Oh,
Like I
absolutely.
apply that whole franchise to the lifestyle, baby.
Oh, yeah.
So the kitchen table no longer serves a purpose, becomes the backyard table, which we didn't have before.
Exactly.
Well, we did. We had a pool table there, but then that became the garden, further reusing the broken pool table.
Yeah, you
as
filled
now,
it with dirt. Now
Yeah.
you have stuff in the pockets and growing out of it.
Gotta
and stuff.
gotta get the succullents. Cactuses are about all that grow in our backyard.
It looks way cooler
Sean
than
likes
any
it.
display you can find at Kohl's, I'll tell you.
Well, I'm no a Kohl's shopper. I don't think I've ever even been in one. I wouldn't know what that means. You should call it something to signify what kind of store it is. Home Depot. I know what they have there.
I meant to say Lowe's, but yeah. Kohl's
That's the same thing. Is a Lowe's a Kohl's? Which
No.
one is hardware? Which one's a T-shirt? I don't know. Welcome to the big debate. Which one's a T-shirt? Which one's
a hardware.
a hardware? I'm playing Mario Kart. Nope. Let's take that again. That was opening song, by the way, by our dear friends Mario, Andrew. They were in a previous little gig called
Oh,
Jet Kill
yeah.
Radio. That was Get It Hot. Well, we already did it. We did it.
We did it.
The room already got shaky. But we got the old stuff as well as the new Razor Knight stuff.
Yeah.
Full use. I like playing that. We've been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah,
Now-
it's been nice.
I did not plan on going into the golf adventure. I had an idea, Brian,
All right.
of us. Golf is a game of leisure.
All
a
right.
game like the kings we spoke of who look up upon their seat of power and distinguish the lay of the land. It's a game of strategy. The speed golf and all the super rush, as they call this game,
Yes.
that's not conducive to the laid back and mature play style of you and I, right, Brian?
Oh, no. No, what I do is I get on it and I just start yelling at you because I'm going to kick your ass. And fucking speed golf, when I played it with Eric, was just us shit-talking the entire
Oh yeah,
round.
it's fun, but
It
for the
is.
PPS, I thought like, dude, I want to play a gentleman's round. We'll go
Yeah.
to some of the other modes. Maybe I'll check out my RPG thing. Whatever. I want to go
Yeah.
pass the controller though, with just Brian and I
I like
taking
that.
turns
I'm down for that.
with one CPU. I thought
Alright.
it's nice to throw a little help in there.
Yeah.
Let us know in the chat. We have the IRL Twitch chat up in the Lazy Boy Lounge, as you can see. The wheel is in play as well. You've got a lot going on. If you would like to, I'm gonna just bump this up one. Give me a Control Plus there,
yeah.
Brian. One for me. I love that.
There
I love
you
to see it a
go.
little bigger
There
because
you
it
go.
doesn't quite focus either. That's one thing I do notice. Is
Yeah.
it doesn't hit the focus like I'd like it, but I'll make a little adjustment right now. I did want to say though that we will be broadcasting now in 1080p like we have been for a while, but even the main cam I've bumped up. So slowly but surely we're bumping now. We broadcast in 1080, then the game was in 1080. We seem to be we're not overloading our GPU or our CPU.
No, looks pretty
Sitting
good.
about 70 at the highest on the CPU.
Oh, yeah.
Graphics easy, 30, 40. So I bumped the main cam up to 720. I'm sorry, up to 1080. We are just constantly now upgrading, slowly but surely. So let us know. Does it look good? Is it stuttering at all? Can it handle it? Frame rate should have stayed the same, right? But I don't see a stutter.
Yeah, it looks
there.
good to me.
Looks good. Looks good to Brian. And Brian looks good to me. Oh, I lost my window. Hold on. I was going to mess with this. Maybe, Brian, I will go configure the audio input. And it popped behind me, so I probably can't see it. There it is. While we do this, are there anyone... There's the other one in the Discord.
Oh, yes.
It's been a while since we spoke. Shall we get to that? I know I'm stealing your mouse, so you can't really even do anything, but how are you?
I'm doing
otherwise?
good, man. It's,
you been playing anything?
Yeah, today I was playing, the only game I've had a chance to really sit down and play is what I've been streaming, probably like you. And it's been Horizon Zero Dawn, which I'm finally over the crest of, like, not giving a shit about the game at all to finally really liking the gameplay, so that keeps me going.
Okay.
Anytime there's fucking dialogue in that game, I'm like...
It was some Lost level shit, though. Like, it was, like, very involved and deep, I thought.
God, it would just... Like, if it... And I say this when I'm streaming it on Twitch, I'm like, if it weren't for the stream, I would have picked up my phone and done something else and not come back to playing this game already. Because you're sitting there and they're talking about Gaia is going to be self-automated, do this, and then there's this thing, and there's that. And I'm like, just let me kill robots. The combat in this game is so much fun. I don't care about the Karja or the Shadow Karja or the fucking whatever Aloy's a clone that's been replicated by Gaia, part of the big
Why am I
fucking
listening
Zero
to my own
Dawn.
voice?
Like, I don't fucking care. So I just talk over it, play music. But the gameplay is so much fun.
Games that like overload you with story if you're not into it. It's funny. It's like I'm into it with Metal Gear, so you know, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
But some games I'm just I'm not into it. I'll let you pick your character.
The thing is, I called it right away, like of what is kind of going on in the game. So it's not that I don't like it or anything, or the story is bland. Who do I like to play? Where is he? Oh, I like to play Baby Bow.
Baby Bow.
It's that I don't need all that dialogue for it. Like, I'm good. I got you. It's fine. You know what I mean? Oh, and then you can pick the CPU. But, like, yeah, with that in mind, the game itself is fun, and I'm playing only the main mission. I'm not fucking diving into fucking story trees or anything. If there's, like, more selections when I talk to somebody, I just say goodbye if it's an option. I'll talk to them until they let me say goodbye.
Then you're like, okay.
I'm like, all right. Yep.
We've run into that recently on some friend dimensions too, Derek and I and the guys. We were all talking about it actually.
Yeah.
It can kind of take you out of it.
Yeah.
So it's a gamble. If you were really into that story, you know, maybe the more the merrier. But
honestly, now it's gotten to a point where I'm interested in it a little bit more. So it's like, okay, well, all the lore is there if I want to listen to it. But it's almost like Witcher levels where I'm genuinely like. I don't care about all the layers of shit.
You know, it's funny. I almost would get that way. With games I really like the franchises of. Even Yakuza sometimes is like, yo, I just wanted to play a game. I'm reading so much. This cutscene's so long. Yeah. But I've learned to love it. You just it's got to grow on you.
Yeah, especially with a Yakuza game, and this is honestly what made me realize that was playing Yakuza games. It's like get through the first 4 chapters. They're just setting the story so that you know what you can do.
Yeah, then
and
it kind of
you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and if you speed past the story stuff, you know, we have YouTube now. You can just look up what to do next in the fucking game. It's easy.
And honestly, most games tell you what to do anyway. So that's the other thing, especially in Horizon. I'm like, okay, cool, done. Like I'll get to the end and it'll just say, kill the Karja leader. Done. Cool. Don't care why.
She dead.
She dead.
The other one is very much alive and very much on the air.
The other one. Oh, you got a dragon.
It didn't go the first 2 times. How weird. I should leave it to you, Brian.
Oh,
the
no.
professional.
Hello.
Hi
What
there.
up?
What's up? I tried to put our chat back in focus. I took all that time to do it, and I swear, like, it didn't. That's as good as it gets. Maybe that's the next thing to upgrade, Brian, is that webcam.
It might be time.
It might be time.
Hello, can you hear me?
I
Yeah,
can hear
we
you.
Can-
Other
oh
one-
wait, you can't hear us.
You're seeing. Oh yeah, you can't hear us. We're going to
1 sec.
do something else. Brian, you can check out Discord. Of course, it stopped working in the middle of our.
Let's see. Voice and video.
Well,
Is that right?
while Brian looks into that, I'm going to, I think,
Hello?
go with
Hello?
New Donk City. This is a brand new map, a course in this case. I haven't played with yet. Nothing's working, Brian.
Hello.
Hello.
I hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be input, microphone 2x2.
This one?
Yeah, not mixing driver, just US microphone 2x2.
Yo, check.
We're there now.
Can you hear us? Yeah, there we go.
Somehow it selected the wrong microphone.
Well, welcome to the other one. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, how's it sound?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, no, it sounds great. I thought I did something wrong. I was worried.
No, you good.
No, you're good. Yeah, definitely.
What's up?
All good.
We're going with New Donk City. 3 holes.
New
Brian?
Donk City, perfect.
Let's do 6.
Yeah, I would do. Yeah, I would do a 6 or above.
Let's do random holes.
Yeah.
Course layout,
love doing random
amateur.
holes.
Yeah, random special shots on, win normal. Okay.
Yeah. So the other one, what's the purpose of your call this week?
How can we help you?
Okay, well, the purpose of my call is, so I'm sorry if I'm being redundant by asking this, because I'm sure you've talked about it before.
I heard Iron Maiden sing a song about
But-
the albatross. This is gonna be a good hole.
I'm so fucking happy.
Yeah.
But as a fellow straight edger, I was wondering what led you to your decision to become straight edge, and if anyone ever gave you a hard time over it.
The oath that keeps me free. Yeah, Oprah gave me a hard time. She fucking put these straight edge gangs on in the 90s, and then my grandma thought I was like some fucking Syracuse hardline guy who's gonna like beat up a cigarette smoker.
Some
out in
Syracuse
front
sucker?
Yeah, some Syracuse straight edge sucker, you know, who's gonna hardline his ass down to CBGBs and knock the cigarette out of Blondie's mouth. Fuck that shit.
Wow.
Oprah, you fucker.
You big mogul.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I never got any shit. I mean, definitely in high school, you know, like, I had people ask me, like, yo, so you're not going to drink, like, even when you turn 21? Like, what?
Yeah.
But, like, when you're 21, right? And I'd be like, no. So you're not going to drink, like, ever? What? Like, they couldn't, like,
Yeah.
frat dudes that couldn't wait to be frat dudes just couldn't wrap their head around, like, yo, you're never going to drink, though?
Yeah.
Which that
Yeah,
was, like, that was funny. But
I got a lot of that, of just incredulous people just being like, so are you like religious? Is that why you don't do it? I'm just like, no, I just don't want to.
Yeah, I think I've noticed that it's kind of a common thing with the generation, starting with ours, and then
I'll take the
especially with
penalty.
the couple that have come after. Like, people don't really give a shit about drinking as much anymore. They've sort of seen past the promise of like happiness that it has.
I think so
And-
many people have alcoholics in their families
yeah.
too, and they just see like, yo,
Yeah.
Right. You're up.
I think that's a big part of it. Is like they've sort of had it revealed to them that like it's not as cool as the movies made it out to be. And so like yeah, I feel
was
like
pretty
a lot of
cool
people don't really
for a
wanna
while
do it.
there in high school. You know, it's not for everything, but for everyone. But like, you know, I'm glad I had some experiences, so I knew what I was missing out on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, never got much shit.
Yeah, over here we have such a huge drinking culture
Yes.
that it is very, I guess, unheard of to not do it. Like outside
Right.
of my mother, I don't know anyone else who doesn't drink. So people were really. I didn't really get people like I did get a couple
thought that
people
was
who
a
just
putt.
think, "Oh man, you're fucking boring," but a lot of people were just like, I
Yeah.
don't. So you don't even drink like at all, like not even a little bit. I had people buy me drinks just for the purpose because they wanted to watch me drink them.
Yeah, and then you wouldn't, and then they feel like idiots because you're like, I said I wasn't gonna drink.
I didn't say I wasn't.
Yeah,
like, I've never
yeah, it's
tried it
like,
before.
what
I
did
just said
you-
I don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I always
Oh, wait,
said
that was
like if
me.
I wanted
Oh,
to, I
wait,
already
what?
would be.
It's all right.
Oh.
This is a practice hole because we're all fucked up.
Yeah, wait.
I handed it to you because I thought you would go next, but it was me.
Why
so-
would it? Okay, that's.
It
a
just
weird
goes on who has the longest distance.
Oh. my
I
bad.
should have paid attention on that. But
So
yeah,
should I.
I don't I never begrudged anyone for being confused.
Yeah. I definitely think it's one of those things, especially here in America. I mean, if we fucking, aside from Germany, invented, like, party drinking culture. Like, you know what I mean? Like, beer pong, all the fucking drinking, all the fucking, like, everything's
Oh,
like
yeah.
King's Cup and Don't Break the Circle and all of these, like, drinking games, which is one thing I never understood. Because I'm like, yo, are we drinking or are we, like, playing a game? Because if we're drinking, I just want to drink. If we're
I'm
playing a
already
game...
+2.
Like I'll play a game, but you know, like that. Drinking shouldn't be that
I think that there's like,
too much.
there's a certain energy to being young and being allowed to drink for the
Yeah.
first time in America, and the games and all that
Sure.
shit. All those college tropes, that kind of like fits into. I think that's a fun time in a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
But if you can't get it under control, man, I mean, it can devastate your life. And
Oh, yeah.
The
Like-
interesting thing I would say, though, for me is I've noticed that in work environments, it is, there's a big drinking culture in the construction industry. So, like, every Christmas party.
it would be, imagine.
Yeah, every, like, barbecue event or like team building thing, there's like always this kind of like drinking vibe because we're all a bunch of construction workers.
Yeah.
Which I don't vibe with, so I don't go to those things. And I would get shit from my managers a lot of times, like, you don't go to any of these things. And I'm like, yeah, because you guys have open bars, and I don't want to fucking talk to this dude who I already barely put up with at work. Now he's fucking hammered and like and acting a fucking fool. Like, so. That had caused some friction in my past where I think the drinking culture at work parties was so big I never attended because it was fucking gross.
It's definitely true.
I found
But I like being around my
Oh,
friends
sorry.
when they're drunk because
Yeah.
I'm not friends with like asshole drunks.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
some people are assholes when they're drunk
Well, I'm sorry. What were you
or
gonna say the other one?
inebriated.
I was going to say that I found the weed smokers to be much more respectful to me
Oh,
than
they're
the
chill, bro.
than the actual drinkers.
Yep.
Yeah, like I was told growing up, like, that, drug dealers are all going to be like shifty dudes in trench coats coming out of the
Yeah.
alleyways offering you like, hey, you want to buy some drugs?
Yeah, I wish it were like that.
But,
Hey kid,
yeah, anyone who's ever offered me weed, yeah, they always say, no thanks. And they're like, oh, cool. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal. Whereas, I say I don't want to drink, and they're like, but why though? Like, why are you such a fucking square? Like, just get drunk like everyone else. I'm like, I'm good.
I personally believe the people who have an issue with people who don't drink or like abstain from getting that drunk are worried because
They make them look bad. I don't want to drink
yeah,
alone.
well, it's like, oh wait, well now they're gonna be in control, but I'm not, and that kind of puts them at some sort of advantage to me, or it makes me like maybe
Yeah.
I look stupid in front of them or something.
We'd never get along in Japanese business because you like
you have to drink
to
it.
go out after hours and drink with your boss.
Yeah, until he's done, and if you're the youngest person there, you have to pay. Yeah, it's like there's a whole hierarchy of
Yeah.
how people drink there. Mother fridger, please don't roll off the green.
Can you
Motherfuck.
just? What if you go and you're just like, all right, but I'll be here, but I'm just getting green tea.
I mean,
That's
they,
you still.
they will give you shit for it. Like,
See,
Oh,
I know.
they'll act like, what are you too good to get drunk?
But
Is
what
that
if
what?
you have like a health issue that
That-
keeps you from like I'm allergic to alcohol?
that would
I
be
got
what it
friends
would
like
come
that.
down to.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to tell them that I'm allergic or come up with some fabrication, which is bullshit,
I keep thinking
to
I have
not
the-
drink.
I am
Just
playing
tell them
speed
that you're a
golf still.
former alcoholic, and it'll make them feel bad.
Yeah, I think part of what makes it happen.
Can't tell who this is.
I think that's me.
it's you.
I think part of what makes people want to drink around other people is that they're hoping that allows the person to like let loose
we're fucking up.
and
everywhere.
it's hit me again.
Yeah.
and feel like oh, they're opening up because some people need. I still think a lot of times some people need the
Social
the liquid
lubricant.
courage. Yeah. They need the
Yeah.
scapegoat. Oh, I'm drunk, so that's why I'm acting like this. It's like, no, you're using this as a reason.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, it's like, I've had people straight up come up to me and be like, I can't tell when you're drunk and when you're not, unless you're really drunk and then you slur. And that's just because
Yeah.
I'm really drunk. And so that's because I don't use alcohol because people are like, I bet you're crazy when you're drunk. I'm like, no, I'm just like this. The difference is I don't give a fuck what people think about me when I'm drunk, much
Or
less when I'm
otherwise.
fucking sober.
Yeah, I'm already so open. Like, I remember getting drunk, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I had fun, but it was also like me at 17 experimenting with altered states of consciousness, for the first time. So, yeah, it was. I had enough fun with it, and it never became a problem by the time I got out.
Yeah. Whereas I feel
Yeah,
like
we
people,
have a.
people who smoke weed, especially, like, I found
Oh,
more
you're
often
changing
than
the
not.
subject now.
Well, because she brought it up.
Oh,
that
but
people-
wait, but I don't. Okay.
Well, what they had said, the other one said that people who ask to smoke are way more understanding than the people who drink. They go, oh, okay, you don't want to smoke. I think it's because the smokers, in my experience.
Well, it was illegal up until a couple, years ago.
Well, but even still, like, I think the smokers, in my experience, they tend to really not
you got under it.
care about what other people do, and they don't need the
They'll just be
smoke.
like, yeah. Oh, you don't want any? More for me.
Yeah, exactly. they don't care about the
Yeah.
smoke, about like for them it's more people I've talked to than not have said that it's a ritual that's almost private for them. So there's like a whole
Here's
different
the
thing.
putter.
Like, there's like, oh, I don't smoke these things. I smoke this strain. I smoke that strain. There's a lot more personal. So they understand a random strain being offered to somebody else is like, that's what I've been explained. Is they're like, yeah, if I don't jive
I don't know
with
anyone who's like, oh no, that's not my strain. Like,
I've
what the
had
fuck
people-
kind of bougie pothead is
I've
that?
had people who are like, I've been at parties who
Oh,
are like,
that's a sativa? Oh, no, thank you.
yeah, that's what it is. They're like, no, sativas make me
Dude,
too anxious.
go fuck yourself.
But that's what I've heard. So people are super mindful of that.
Yeah, that's funny.
And they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, because they know that.
I think that's you.
They
I'm
know
not a specter.
that's tough because it might give them anxiety. Whereas,
Oh, okay, I
you know what
guess,
I
I
mean? Because
guess.
like some people I know who
Then you
smoke,
shouldn't be smoking at all, dude. If it's like, well, maybe not that one. I don't know. That's
Hey, I agree, but
not
that's,
the Skittles. Ooh.
That's been my experience when I talk to people about like why they choose to social smoke.
Oh,
or
Jack
drink or
Herrera? Oh,
whatever.
okay. Oh,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
like, oh, Northern Lights? No, okay.
you
Always had a hybrid. I only do a 40-60 mix.
Brian and I, we go to this pot-themed restaurant called Chiba Hut all the time,
is
and
so
you
good.
you
Chiba
order the
Hut.
Jack Herrera or you order the AK-47
Or the
dude.
pinner. You get
Yeah.
a nice little pinner.
You gotta know. That's how you get down with this lingo.
It is, yeah. I mean, and honestly, like, one of my first office jobs after working retail,
Pull back. Oh, I
I-
fucking always overshoot.
it was up in Oceanside, and I got asked, like, a couple weeks in, they're like, do you smoke? And I went, weed or cigarettes? And the
That's
people,
not what the boss is asking.
well, the people who were all from San Diego all understood my response. The
They're
people
like,
who were all
"Yeah,
from
bro."
Europe all went, well, oh, then you must smoke weed. And then the other people in the office were like, no. Here in San Diego, that's a different question. Because growing up in San Diego with Sublime, 311, just being San Diego,
just
fucking
Ocean Beach.
Oceanside, OB, everything, like SDSU, there's weed everywhere. And so, yeah, it's very common for you to see to see people who only smoke weed and don't smoke cigarettes. Whereas before it might not have been the case.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I don't really. God, I'm trying to think. Like,
Fudge.
I don't. It's rare now when I see someone smoking a cigarette.
Right?
trying to think. Like, I don't have any friends that.
It
really
is
smoke
rare, isn't
anymore.
it?
For me, at least. I mean, we all have been like kind of isolating during this pandemic, but even when I'm out, I'm trying to think of like. I never see people smoking cigarettes
It's still
anymore.
me, Jesus. Yeah, no. Most of the time they've been relegated to like some smoking area, and that's all
Well.
they got.
But I always see that as like rare. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
We have
still
really, really graphic anti-smoking ads over here, so that's probably been drilled into people's heads of like, oh, like, well, they're on the actual cigarette packages, so you go in there and there's like a foot with gangrene on it, or like
Yeah.
lungs that have got black tar on them, and you say, yeah, could I have the
Yeah.
gangrene, please?
I
And
love
the-
after a
I
while,
love
like,
the
that just gets
gangrene
gross.
foot. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe it's in San Diego. It's just because there is a dispensary on every corner. So it's like, well, weed's better. So they all just smoke weed now.
Yeah.
Because you're right, Brian. Like, you walk around and you just, in the park, we're
Everywhere.
walking the dog and we're just like, there's like 4 old ladies at that table. Is the only one around us. Like, oh, okay.
A month and a half ago, I came into the office telling Garrett about this store I saw, like, on one of the main streets in San Diego, in La Mesa, I guess it's technically San Diego. Doesn't matter. Anyways, Main Street, huge, right at the biggest intersection off the freeway exit, and it's just called MJ, EMJAY. Same thing right off the 8.
They're everywhere. It's big business.
But they're not like little rinky-dink inside.
No, now
of
they
strip
advertise.
malls. Now it's like a fucking store with big glass windows and open doors, and like before it used to be like you had to go and do like a fucking.
I'm gonna underdo it.
Yeah, dude. You
Not
had to go in there with
overdo
your
it.
ID. You had to call ahead. You had to have fucking buzzed in with the magnetic door and the lock and all these fucking precautions. It's like, dude, it was like fucking Safdie Brothers in that motherfucker. But yeah,
This
now
is
with
the-
its recreational
you like the
legalization.
Furby? You like the Furby chain?
Yeah.
This is the AK-47, my friend. Here, have a sniff.
Dude, it's become a thing here, and it's.
They
honestly,
advertised with big ass neon signs where it was definitely like trying to be low key before.
Yeah, but it's because now it's a cash crop, and it grows insanely well.
It
in
was always a
California.
cash crop, right?
Oh well, yeah, but now it's a cash crop that people can make money off of.
Still
aside from-
federally can't put that money in your bank, unfortunately.
which is fine.
That's why they got to do the fucking armed security, and they have problems with robberies and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked. It's a business, right? Why
Yeah.
won't California let you put it in the bank as income from that business?
Yeah, I mean, I California does, but then the state.
The feds won't let it.
So that's why you have to do
Won't
it.
let it be. What is it? It's just not insured.
Technically, a federal agent can come in and
Seize it.
potentially shut you down and seize everything.
So that's why they keep it in safes and
Yeah.
transport it probably to
Yeah.
private residences. If you own a dispensary, it's probably insane. You're hiding cash around. You're fucking burying it in the backyard.
I couldn't
What do
even-
you do with all that fucking money?
I mean, I guess you bring it in like, you misrepresent it, but yeah, you bring it in as as actual cash business.
You know, they'd probably get more taxes from these people if they would accept the fucking the money
And
into the bank.
That's why California
that.
legalized it, because now they're
Have that
taxing.
Scrooge McDuck room.
Yep.
Yeah, just diving in,
Yep.
all red-eyed and out of your mind.
Yeah, but anyway, that's a strange tangent. Aside from that, the other one.
Interesting development. But yeah, originally, the discussion on the straight edge understanding, it's not for everyone.
No, but
Yeah,
I
I
do
never-
appreciate it.
I never called myself straight edge for the longest time because I thought that you could only use that term if you were in that sort of punk and hardcore scene, which I'm not.
Yeah.
So it's only
It's
just
so
now
funny
that
how
I started
labels
saying
work,
it.
right? Like that label's just associated with that, but really, like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, it's the best way I can describe it anyway.
Yeah. Descriptors. It's funny, like I hated labels so much.
Yeah.
Even words that would just be descriptive of me. I had to embrace goth. I hated the word goth for years.
Yeah.
But you know, descriptive words and labels are kind of just how
I'm a
we
closet goth.
how we know how yeah,
We all are.
that's what I called myself for years because I just couldn't admit it. Oh my god, I pinned.
Oh, so
I
close.
fucking pinned and it bounced off. That was
so
sick.
close. That was good.
The New Donk City level is hard. I didn't know we were going to be in all these elevated rooftops and shit where you could fall off. This is like Rainbow Road bullshit.
Oh,
Right between them.
hell yeah.
But yeah, you know, calling yourself straight edge if you weren't into... For me, it was just like at the right time, I was into the hardcore music scene here in San Diego and the hardcore music that like Victory Records was putting out, and a lot of those straight edge bands were singing about that stuff and that lifestyle, and it came with that territory where it was like the guys I knew around that time, they were all vegan and straight edge, and that was like the big fight. That was like the Earth Crisis combo.
That was the big thing, yeah.
We're vegan straight edge, and I'd be like, well, I don't want to fucking go vegan.
The Earth Crisis combo. It's such a good name for it.
It's Carl Buchner way.
I'm so fucking happy.
Gamora season is ended, motherfucker. I'm vegan straight edge.
Motherfucker. honestly, like, what it kind of boils down to
Hard line. I'm gonna knock that cigarette out of your mouth.
is those labels are just shortcuts because people regionally understand something. It's like, at first, goth meant something very specific, and then it had to be more inclusive because it became a lot of other people also liked goth, people who you wouldn't think liked goth or whatever that music is.
Yeah.
And I think that that's ultimately why I don't care about we're
doing another
labels
round.
or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, all of that ends up being just a misappropriated definition. So don't even worry about what people call you because they don't know. Just be who you are, and they'll figure it out real quick.
Well, yeah, and you kind of like find labels that you end up like getting comfortable with, or use those, or like I came around on goth.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right.
It's like, all right, 10 labels for Bryan. Okay.
Yeah. Like, what would I even call my like
A wrestling fan, metalhead,
rock and roll hip hop lover, jazz lover.
You're a Motorhead,
eclectic
burnout
music fan. Like, this is so fucking fluffy
Memer.
bullshit. If you want to talk to me, let's have a conversation.
Yeah, right?
Like, I want to tell you why I like these things, and I want to hear why you like those things. I don't want to hear what is the thing that's the best or the worst or whatever, because there is no best and worst. It's just why I like it and why you like it.
Yeah.
And that's
it took me
more
a
important.
while. I always hated labels.
Yeah,
It
because
took me a while to come around on the fact that it's just the easiest way to identify someone.
yeah,
Hey, I watched this Twitch streamer. Oh, yeah, what's it like? Well, he's like this. What do you say? It's easy to just describe me as some goth guy who plays video games.
pirate ninjas, what you've been called with some of my groups
See,
of
that's
friends who
fucking
don't know you.
Stupid.
Right, because it's just they're only. So what I mean, right? Like
Do
only
pirates and do ninjas don't have what's
pirate DJ? Sorry, pirate DJ.
because pirates have dreadlocks?
Yep. Because
get outta here.
because Jack Sparrow has dreadlocks, and that is the most like readily available
Where's
pop
the
culture
rum?
reference, right? So it doesn't. It's not accurate. There's nothing like that.
Poorly played stream. The rum's all gone because I've had enough.
That's right.
Enough for the both of us, other one.
I'm so fucking happy.
Good night. Thank you for calling. It must be late over there in Australia.
Early.
Early.
No,
Oh, it's tomorrow?
No, it's just it's already tomorrow. It's 12 in the afternoon.
Shit.
Shit. Well.
Shit. Well,
Do you have any parting words for
yeah.
us?
Before we start another round.
Yes, could I please get a wheel spin?
Oh!
Early on the wheel spin. Let's see. Oh God, I listen. As always, much to some people's chagrin in this office, already don't have my shoes on.
Yeah.
Not Garrett. Garrett and I go like no feet, no shoes, no socks. When
No
we wire
problem.
under the fucking table, we join toes. So
Oh.
I'm
Yeah, we
hoping
hold
we get a
hands.
show feet.
We hold feet.
Oh my God, we solder together. When metal meets
Okay, here it
metal, we
comes.
melt it.
Not that one, goddamn. Okay, I'm gonna lock this in. What are you looking for, other one?
Oh boy, anything's good.
Anything, she says. Here we go. Wow,
Nice.
that's a big spin. Death Box rides again.
Time for the death box.
Okay, I'm gonna look down. Is it still in here?
Yeah, it should be, isn't it? Oh, it might have finally been taken out. It was literally right there last
it's
week.
here, it's
Okay,
here.
okay. All right, we got the death box. Folks, if you don't know what the death box is, I think it was purchased almost 20 years ago now. We have no fucking clue what this thing does.
Well, it says Super Sentry on it. I think it's some type of alarm. Well, you'll see.
Yeah, but whatever type of alarm it is, I don't know. I think there's supposed to be like sensors and things you attach to it.
Normally we plug it in behind us, but I'm gonna fucking plug it in right here in front of us.
Yeah.
So what?
you'll-
I hope
So-
I'm not responsible
you
for
know-
the deaths of Mega 64.
Here's what it says on the back. It has a switch. It has 2 plugs for 150 watts. It has a 3 amp fuse, a duration monitor that goes up to 9, It has a
What else
switch
does it
that
have?
says remotes on or off. Don't know what the fuck that means. On the front, you can choose the delay, the range,
Just
the
set it
horn,
down. It's
or
plugged
the
in.
power. Oh, but it's not flipped on.
Okay, we'll flip it on. Okay, Brian's turn. Okay, both
Okay.
are on.
Now,
Thanks, other one.
we'll see you later. The other one. At some
See
point,
you.
get ready for death.
Get ready. I'm ready for what course do you want to play?
Oh God.
Ridge Rock Lake,
Let's.
Bonnie Greens.
Bonnie Greens is good. Wild Weather Woods is a little bit crazy.
I haven't fucked with that, and I just got done with the Dunes.
Let's do Wild Weather Woods.
Oh my God.
Folks, if you want to call into the PPS, we got a PPS Discord. Hop in that waiting room. We'll drag you in when we're ready.
Yeah, I'm on edge. Like I can't
At some point,
I
this is
can't-
going to go off.
I can't
I
get
don't
comfortable.
know when. I don't know what. Sometimes it's done.
Christ. Okay, all right.
So what?
Okay, fuck you. I'm like, I gotta take a break, dude, because
I gotta wipe. Oh, fuck.
I hurt my hand. I think I punched a wall or something here. I'm so shocked. Shocking.
Oh, man.
We'll be right back.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Hey, Brian, can you look up? Oh, hold on a sec.
Pop. MC. Original. Pro. Female.
Okay, that's better. Brian, can you see? Did Tommy Tallarico do the music for RoboCop 3 on Genesis? I can't remember if that was him or not.
I'm so fucking happy. I'm so fucking happy.
Yeah. Ryan, while you look that up, I'm gonna start our whole
Oh, yeah.
again random holes. That sounded like a Tommy Jam, but I can't be sure.
Who did you ask?
I asked if that was Tommy Tallarico who did the music,
Oh.
but it was Basil
Well, I mean, this is for the.
video game
That's for the movie.
on Genesis. Oh, aha, that was Basil did the movie. Has Tommy ever done any movie soundtracks?
Let's
Could
see.
be-
T.T. Alarico.
He could venture into a whole brand new. I mean, he's got the Guinness Book of World Records for working on the most video games. Like, RoboCop 3 must be in that fucking mix. He was all over that Genesis sound card, man.
Video game soundtracks.
It sounds. I know he was in RoboCop versus Terminator, so I would think they would give him the other Robo cred.
He did quality assurance and wrote new soundtrack for the Sega CD version of the Terminator. Batman: Revenge of the Joker, which I had on Game Boy.
Ah, yeah, I remember that. That was a good one.
Disney's Aladdin.
Any fills? I mean, those are the big. hits.
Like films. I
Well,
thought you meant
that's-
film games.
Oh, I hear you.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna keep special shots on.
I'm a
We
look.
didn't even use our superpower shots that whole last round.
I did, but
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I fucking forgot all about it. Whatever Toadette or whoever's
music.
kicking our asses used it. I was like a +2 right at the first hole. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention now. I'm gonna line up my shot like I know how to do.
I love that we're in his Wikipedia though. In 2008, Tallarico collaborated with
No
YouTube channel
shit.
Mega64 on the Gamer Wars series. The Gamer Wars is a
Holy
satirical
shit.
serie in which 3 gamers debate which video game console, Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft,
fuck is
is
that?
more successful, and these debates end with a shouting match. The Gamer Wars series continued up until the 4th episode in 2013. Tommy is the only, I shouldn't say the only one, but the loudest one talking about doing more Gamer Wars. I don't know. I mean, maybe one day.
I think never say never. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never say never. This is a long drive. We're done with all this falling off of the rooftop courses.
Yeah, that was a fun course though.
That was the first time I'd played New Donk City.
Yeah.
After they had added it. Brian, little Bowser Jr.'s up.
Thank you. Baby Bow. What was it? Why to see the whole map? Yeah.
Little Bow Wow.
We're going to go about here. We're going to go Big Daddy Rocks. Smack it. Look at that.
Knock
Look
it
at that.
silly.
Look at that. Oh.
Brian, on a somber note, I am a ghost, and so is one of my favorite comedians, Norm Macdonald.
Oh, yeah.
But, it's, God, it was a rough fucking day to get the news.
Yeah.
Every once in a while we're really affected by, I would say, a celebrity death or an actor. Well, celebrity, I guess, covers it.
Yeah.
But comedians especially, hit me hard. I think
Yes.
because, it's the antithesis of comedy is, dying.
It's kind
It's
of
the
like
most serious, unfunny thing a comedian can do. Oh, Brian in the water! Oh, God.
Fuck. It's kind of the funniest thing a comedian can do. It's like the end of the joke.
Yeah, I guess.
That's kind of what happens in The Prestige.
But it's a sad day, and it's a week now full of everyone's favorite clips and moments, and I've been seeing a lot of videos I had totally forgot about
Yeah,
of
me
Norm
too.
and everything, and yeah, he battled cancer for 9 years and then passed away. I think
Then he
3 days ago. At this point, if
Yesterday.
you're watching this, it was it was yesterday.
Oh, when you're watching this, yeah, it was. Yeah.
I mean, we're live right now, but yeah, it
September 14th.
it bummed me out, and I'm looking at Brody back here too, and I'm remembering the last time one hit hard for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know the whitest kids.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
So when this happened to
Travis,
yeah, I was kind of oh, fucking bummer, dude, gone
Yeah.
too soon. But I didn't know the guy. I wasn't really familiar with their work.
Yeah, I knew some of Travis Moore's stuff from Whitest Kids, but
Man, I just know so much Norm shit. He was
yeah,
he was a part of classic Come Home From School and SNL's just on reruns for eternity on Comedy Central.
yeah,
And that was hugely influential, I think.
yeah. It was. I talked about it yesterday because it happened, or I got the news as I was live on KLBR streaming.
Oh yeah,
And-
Rocco got the news too during one of his streams.
Yeah, it was during the Apple keynote yesterday as
That's
well.
right.
But yeah, for me as well, the whole Travis Moore thing wasn't that big of a deal, or what was a big deal, but
Didn't
it wasn't
affect
as
you.
big of an effect on me
Yeah.
as Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald was somebody that from the moment I saw them just be as dry and matter of fact with all of their fucking jokes. The punchline to
Yeah.
all of their jokes, it's all about he is such a comedian's comedian.
Well, there's a point. There's a point of no return where comedians just don't fucking care.
Yeah.
And some do it well. Some do it better than others. And Norm did it better than anyone.
Oh,
he
yeah.
truly didn't fucking care.
He didn't care. I mean, he was fearless. I was watching this clip from him on The View, and he's talking about
all of the clips that have been up
presidents
have been so
paying
good.
to kill people, and Barbara Walters does not want to have the conversation, and he just won't leave it alone. He's well, I thought it was common knowledge now. Oh, okay. I mean, well, no, I mean, no, I mean, I thought it was a thing everybody knew. And she's like, all right, this is not the place for it. This is too early in the day. And he's like, well, I mean.
Her poor executives are breathing down old Babs' throat.
Anytime he was on Conan O'Brien,
Breathing down
he
her
would
neck, I mean.
purposefully cuss or tell the longest story in the punchline. Andy Richter said it perfectly. You took us on a 4-mile hike to look at a piece, like a turd. You know, like, he tells the
and
story.
he thought that was funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point of his jokes is that, like, you're sitting there, you're hoping it pays off, and then it fucking doesn't in the worst way possible. But that's what makes it. Are you fucking literally?
Oh,
kidding me?
you gotta tap it in, dude. We're both getting jacked.
It really was just his ability to. Honestly, the best example
I
I
gotta
can
rewatch
think of
Dirty Work now.
I need to watch that too. His show was also really funny, I guess.
Oh, him and Adam Egget, yeah.
No. The his fucking sitcom.
Oh, the Norm Show, yeah.
It reminds me of one of the times when we were in LA. I see. Sorry.
I just did mine.
You were there with us. It was one of the anime expos. I think it was you, Rocco, me, and we were all going to Little Tokyo. And I remember we were driving in an Uber, and that's one of my favorite places to lay jokes because I think I was saying like, I was talking about how I was confused about the title to the movie, like La La Land.
Oh, I remember this, yeah.
Yeah, and I kept saying, oh, I thought because it took place in Los Angeles, it was called LA Land. And all I could hear in the back, because I was sitting in the front, was Rocco trying to stifle his laugh. Because he knew I was joking, but that's all I said. I'm like, oh, like Lala? Oh,
Jokes
I thought it was LA Land. And that's all I said.
Jokes at a waitress's or an Uber driver's expense that are just merely like Brian playing dumb.
Uh-huh.
They buy it, but we all know he's just fucking around. Is like, I don't know why that's like a level of like just someone not being in on the joke is like a fun experience.
Because the way I play it is so ridiculous.
But how does this relate to Norm?
Well, because that's what he would do. He would play it so much so that you're like, are you fucking serious right now or are you joking? I can't tell if this is a bit right now because he like there was that I was just watching that clip about him talking about 9/11 Airlines being the worst airline.
Yeah. You hear about this?
Yeah, you hear about this? JetBlue 9 years in a row gets best airline. You know what got the worst airline? 9/11 Airlines. 9/11, reminds me of that tragedy. And then he keeps going with it.
It's not like...
Adam is starting to laugh. He's like, come on, that's not funny. I walked through blood and bones looking for my brother in New York. Turns out he was in northern Canada. And it's just like, fuck you, Norm. Like, that's so stupid.
My favorite joke isn't a joke. It's just his reaction to a stupid question on a red carpet.
Yeah.
It's someone that comes up to him and asks him, Norm, who's smarter, Britney Spears or her dog? And he just goes, well, Britney Spears is way, way smarter than a dog. Dog's an animal, and Britney Spears is a human-sized brain. I can't even do it justice, but that's always been my favorite.
But that's what I mean.
And it's not even a joke. It's just him, like, it's just he was a funny person. You know what I mean?
It's making what makes jokes funny is that they're true, and so the delivery is how you bring it. Now you can do it in a really fun and big bombastic way and be kind of like, a Chris Farley or
Dane Cook,
Martin Short, or Dane Cook type of comedian. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's always, different
No,
styles.
everyone's got their own style. So, yeah, you have to.
Fudge.
You almost have to have your own voice to stand out. And Norm had that deadpan kind of Stephen Wright thing.
Yes, and that's what made it so good. It's delivering the joke as if it's not a joke, but it is what it is the best joke to me. Because then people just, like, that's what it was. It's like, telling that Uber driver that I thought LA Land, like, all I can think is that guy went home and went, I met the fucking dumbest person in my Uber today. You know what they thought? And then somebody's gonna hear that and go, hey man, I think they might have been joking with you. Right? Like, because that's the only thing I can think of. Like, if somebody told me that story, I'm like, they had to have been joking. There's no way they fucking thought it was LA Land.
I don't know. I've seen some people in
And
Walmart at around 4 in the
works.
morning. And people might mistake that. Shopping in sweatpants, PJ pants and Uggs,
Yeah.
Seen some people in Walmart about 4 in the morning. fit that description.
Yep. God.
LA land.
The other one was getting into an Uber and they were playing a song by Slipknot's fucking side project, Corey's side project, Stone Sour.
Oh,
And
that's a Slipknot side project?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then
just thought
info
that was
dumping on the driver, all this stuff. Oh, you know who this is? This is Stone Sour. This is the band that Corey Taylor actually does on the side. Well, he did it before he went into Slipknot, and then he started with Jim Root.
You just dumped this on an Uber driver?
Yeah, and Eric's in the back, and I know he's fucking hating every second of it, but also I know he thinks it's funny as shit.
Poor Eric.
Oh God, that's
secondhand embarrassment is quite fun. But I mean, it just hits different when it's a comedian. I don't know why.
I think it's because they can see the world in so many different ways and relate it to you in a way that makes it kind of manageable. You know, like comedians, they sort of have a way of explaining what we all see, but in a way that's softer. Or like it at least has it brings it to you in a way that doesn't make you feel shitty about it. And so yeah, Norm Macdonald had a really good way of being funny, but not being like, I don't know, just being wholesome. I guess you just never felt like he wasn't being wholesome.
Well, he was also like a silly joke writer. There was something to the absurdist type humor. It wasn't very adult and it wasn't very sophisticated. It was. You know, he wasn't afraid of puns and shit like that, but he was really fucking good at it. It's just, it's crazy. Howard talked a lot about it today because he had been on the show so many times. I mean, Norm was like kind of a regular, good guest on Stern's show. I mean, that's how Artie was hired.
Yeah.
Artie was brought in because Norm was doing an interview on the Howard Stern show, and he goes like, I got a guy. I brought up a guy with me in the green room. I think you guys would hit it off. Can I bring him? And Howard's like, what? Like, a funny guy. Funny comedian.
Really funny comedian.
And he brought Artie in, and like, that's how he got on the show. That's how Artie became...
See, I didn't know that.
Sat in the Jackie chair.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie lives on forever in my soundboard.
Ow!
Eat shit, Fred.
Forever.
Hi, Fred.
Fred.
Howard's been back for like, I don't know, 2 weeks now, and still has. I heard Fred speak once today on the show. My favorite part of the show is like Fred and Robin's News. And it's like both of those are neutered from the fucking Howard Stern show in quarantine.
That sucks.
It's never coming back, Brian.
No.
He's never going back to that fucking live setup.
You don't think so?
He had Metallica and Miley Cyrus perform, and they're all together in a place, and he's still at Zoom at home. He did the Martin Short and Steve Martin interview where they were actually in New York in his Studio H.
Yeah.
And he's still back in his basement Zoom calling in.
Is it because he's a fucking...
He's a psycho with the fucking COVID, dude.
Oh, so he's turned into his fucking father.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, all I remember from early Stern when you and I be sitting there wiring is how his dad...
Shut up! Sit down!
Big old fucking Meshuggah. Oh, no, Howard, you can't be doing... No, you're going to get sick out there. You're going to get there. Oh.
That's his mom. No, that's
Is it his mom? Yeah,
that's his mom.
Either way, he's become his fucking parents.
You're
which
doing
is
too much.
That's Howard. That's fine.
Why all this carrying on? You're running, and that Robin, you're taking after her. She's doing too much, and she got cancer. God bless her.
Right. It's well, you know what? I'm happy he's back doing his show. I just wish.
It's just so funny how the majority of people that go like, "Yo, I don't want to keep paying for Sirius because it is not the same." They have such a point. It is not the same. It's just like the best we get. Because the guy like should retire, honestly, if his heart's not in it. He just doesn't want to go to work anymore. So it's like we get less and less each contract.
Yep.
And now it's like, well, he's got this excuse to like stay home. Benji got the fucking dream that he's been like wanting for a lifetime. You know, Benji was kicked out of the studio several years ago because he couldn't show up on time. And it was a distraction that he would always come in after the show had started.
Really?
So as
Yeah.
punishment, because nothing they did, no embarrassment, no punishments, nothing would get him to change. They just kicked him basically out of the studio, and he's just a writer, no camera time anymore.
Good.
This happened years ago. It was the only thing they could do.
Yeah.
But he even talked about, like, well, could I do the show from home and whatever? And it's just like, how funny, like, of all the people, Benji, oops, I'm adjusting your
Oh,
shot.
that's okay. That's exactly what I
Benji
was
got what he fucking wanted.
right. And, you know, it's a little bit of a bummer, but
I would I would not be able to do, like, we did the quarantine cast for a while there, all from home. My internet was so bad, I still had to come in here
Yeah.
and just isolate myself in this
I remember.
room and do it.
yeah, that was always until we were able to figure out the green screen setup and we knew it was okay for people to be in pods. Like, I remember having to have you call in but be in the same fucking place, and I'm like, man, it was so hard. It wasn't hard. It was just such a hard difference between what it was like to have everybody here on set and everybody.
Well, just the
calling
energy,
in.
we got to go back.
Yeah.
And, like, the energy was so good and so fun, just let it go out. That's, like, Howard's never gone back. He hasn't seen Robin. He wouldn't even let fucking Ronnie come over to tell him goodbye. Ronnie moved to Vegas.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah, his limo driver and friend and show contributor for however many years moved and wanted to come by to visit, and he's like, no. Like, no.
That
Like,
sucks.
Ronnie said literally, like, look, I would like some closure. I'm moving. I don't know if I'm ever going to see you again, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah. Howard's just, like, so fucking scared. He's like, he's almost like, it's better than him talking about when he was on Dancing with the Stars. It was inane, the ranting of that.
Yeah.
Now it's tolerable, but he rants about people not taking the vaccine, and he just talks about how safe he is all the time, and it's like, bro, you don't have that many good years left, Howard. Maybe, you know, like, go outside with your young, beautiful wife and take her to more events
Yeah.
that she wants to go to. Maybe it's locked in a house with you is a little less to be desired.
No, yeah, it's kind of a bummer to hear that.
Peach won. Dude, we are getting our asses kicked by the computer.
I mean, yeah, like it is. It's a bummer, but I guess like as you get older, you can't keep doing the same show.
No, I like his evolution. I get
Yeah.
that he, and a lot of the stuff on the show is not. It's not needed now. Maybe it wasn't needed then, but it was a different time. But
Yeah.
just the stripping of, like, Robin's news segment, like, the only thing he wants to do is celebrity interviews. It's like, but my favorite part was talking to Wendy and fucking,
Yeah, the crew you had.
yeah,
And so
busting balls with Richard and Sal. And it's like, we got a good prank call today, but it's very few and far between. It's like a little drop of heroin I get. Oh, please, sir. Please, Mr. Stern, can I have another funny bit from the
Yeah.
90s?
It's that era sadly is gone, and I feel like he is a good interviewer. So when he does have guests that I care about, it's cool. But I guess that just kind of happens as you get
It
older.
is.
You
It
know,
is
like
cool.
You've interviewed anyone, and now everybody wants to be on your show. So it's you don't have to fill time with stupid shit. You just call somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you have a fucking audience base of millions. Okay, I'll be on your show."
It's yeah. It's interesting the way he is so disconnected with certain technology, and he's talking about how on the break he took the whole summer off. He needed something to manage and be in control of.
Yeah.
So he took over his wife's Instagram and he was like, "Okay, we're going live now. Here, let's promote this thing."
Of course.
Whatever. He was managing all of that nonsense, but then he was like, "That's so cool! How you just hit a button and you're live." I told the guys I want that for serious. I just, if I want to go down in my basement and hit go live, I could just do that, but I can't. I gotta wake people up back in New York. I gotta call the Sirius studio and this and that. And on Instagram, it's so fast. I just hit live and we're live. I'm gonna talk to the Sirius execs, and I'm gonna get them to get a thing for me where I can just go live on the Sirius app and just be broadcasting on Sirius. And it's like, Howard,
Twitch.
well, you literally are saying, like, make the Sirius app Instagram for you? Like, use your fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
Or, if you don't want to keep signing these contracts, you could do Twitch and just be in your basement. But
Yep.
he would need engineers to run it for him, and he can't have anyone in his bubble.
Nope.
Only
But-
Jimmy Kimmel.
I think he would be able to. It's just a bit of well, because I wonder. I'm like,
Nah,
how
he
much?
wouldn't.
How
He,
much
would- he
of an
can't even
engine-
work his fucking Apple TV, dude.
It's
This guy is a fucking
I was gonna ask.
technology.
I was gonna ask because as a radio guy, you don't realize how much you need a Fred, you need an engineer, you need a second person to actually run the station when you're talking, because he doesn't know how to not be on.
There's
When I-
certain things he likes to control, but yeah.
Right, like I know he has the switch and he can control mics and certain things like that. But what I'm talking about is more like, like loading up the next scene, getting the thing ready for Howard.
You need a
to say.
producer.
He doesn't know how to work without a producer. So even though he could try to do that fucking thing and do Twitch, like it would be too much. That's why you're right.
He could still, I mean,
He would be
you
able
could do
to.
anything. You could have a guest house where all the producers stay and run your studio out
Yeah.
of.
Oh, I remember like
He's a big target for shit like that though. Like I remember he talked about why he couldn't have a studio in his house because it's residential and he would be targeted and in trouble for having this, and it's like,
no.
you're paranoid about that? Like, but people could stream in their house all the time. Like, that's not a fucking thing.
What is he even? Yeah. see,
But
that-
like, he'll have an excuse for every little fucking thing.
yeah,
It's just so Howard.
I've worked with people like that. They are people that you don't want as clients, but they are great employers because they always have something for you to do, and they don't care about what you're doing in between that thing, because that's the kind of person that Howard strikes me as. He comes in hot with an idea.
How do you get the full?
You do more, like you have to like hit more, I guess.
What's more?
Like you just play more in it naturally.
No, how do I see the full map?
Oh,
layout?
oh, sorry. I thought you were. How do you? Y. It's the Y button. Triangle.
Nope. Y is square. Triangle is X on this piece of shit.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I was fucking playing Xbox.
Dude, I got locked behind this fucking Moe statue. How do you pronounce? What do you call those?
I don't know.
The Easter Island heads? I don't know. They're in Metal Gear.
They are? Oh, in the original?
Yeah. And you find a hidden one in the Ground Zero's Jamais Vu mission, I think? Or the Deja Vu mission? I guess I gotta do a two-shot on this. This sucks.
Fucking thing sucks!
Hit me with the sand wedge, and we're going low energy with a little backspin. Don't even.
Nice.
Okay. I probably am up again.
Yeah, I wonder how it goes. Is it furthest? Okay.
Nope, it's you.
Alright.
It's you. But I'm still at par. About to go over again. But I think we all will on this one. Ooh, can you sink it?
Not sink it, but I can get it on
Nice
green.
on. Yeah, you did. We have some definite tilt on this on the Balmy Dunes level.
I do love this game. Honestly, like even just doing it this way and passing the controller and talking is a lot more like
This
fun
is
and
like old
engaging.
school golf game to me.
Yeah.
Where it's the take turns, really plan out your shot. The wind is a big factor.
Oh yeah, huge factor.
I can put a little extra spin on her.
Start factor.
I'll put some backspin on her. How's that?
Yeah.
Because we got downward wind, and I'll go over, pop, and pull some backspin. Two backspins.
There's also a way to choose what what shot you have by the button you press. I think like
Oh yeah,
X is one thing.
the
and
standard spin and
yeah.
and
B is like see like a backspin.
a super backspin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
He bounced it off the flag.
burning up the green. He is.
Nice.
Okay, I'm up now. Let's. Damn. Sam wedge, wins head on. Little backspin, too much. Fuck. I tried hitting B instead of A as the shot would be lighter, but it didn't really hit me because you still have to hit A and then back to B. So let me try this. Really pitch that up. Boom. Oh fuck! I wanted to.
Oh, nice.
Okay, all right,
Nice
all right.
hit, nice hit.
Still. Charging Chuck comes in.
Fucking Chuck.
27 feet away.
All right. so
That's a lot of slope, Brian. You got a lot of angle on that shot.
let's
Can you
see.
get it in?
No. That's a lot of angle. I should have hit that a lot harder. Holy shit.
Okay, all right. Oh, just curved you.
I would have angled it a little to the left.
See, Chuck, he overshoots his power to get it in. Make sure he sinks that putt.
Oh, that's you.
I'm at the tap. Just, they know, you know, hit it once and you'll get it. Double bogey. Down by 2, charging Chuck plus
You can just
1.
tap it in for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For Brian. Brian speaks. Now, we do have more people in the waiting room. Let's drag in a Discord call.
All right.
If you don't mind.
Dr. Ryan, what up? G.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? I missed you out in Seattle, brother.
I did not.
Oh,
We
yeah,
ate
hey.
a lot of Seattle dogs and had
Hey,
fucking
Garrett,
hot
it was
coffee.
fun. Garrett, it was fun.
I heard that it was
was
going to
real
be fun
fun.
out there, but I wasn't sure, so it would have been helpful if you would have told me it was fun while it was still going on. I would have flown out there, dude. Like, it's kind of late.
I told you the first time.
It's kind of late. You're telling me it was fun now?
I tried to text.
could've
I was
told
gonna
you that.
text you.
Should've
It's
told
fun,
you.
and Brian actually put his hand on my phone and said, "Don't do that. You're gonna make him freak out."
Why? Because I wouldn't understand what. I mean, I got DMs
No,
from
because you were
Jared.
like making fun of you. Because Jared already done it. I was gonna do
Oh
it too.
yeah, I
and
didn't want.
Brian was
I
like,
didn't want the
"No."
fucking like high school 20 messages of
Brian's
like,
looking out for me. Dog facts at 2
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah,
Brian's
exactly.
looking out
I'm
for
like,
me.
you know, Garrett gets it. He knows he messed up.
I didn't mess
It's all
up.
good, bro.
I know. I'm just
If you guys called and went, hey, everyone here is going to the hospital. They're fucking sick and dying.
I'm so fucking happy.
I mean, like, yeah, like people aren't wearing their masks. There's fucking homeless people everywhere. Like, if you told me, like, yo, it's fucked, I would not have looked up flights. But in the end, the last minute ticket was so fucking expensive.
yeah,
Hey,
That
man, it'll just make next year even more fun when you do go.
I agree.
if I do go, I mean, I
You'll
don't know.
We still don't know.
You'll go.
We still don't know.
I think.
Mm.
I think hopefully by next year we should be.
Well, it
lot
just
better.
depends on what's going on. Like, I had a lot of work to do here.
Yeah.
There's a certain amount of people we can send,
Yeah.
and you know, doesn't make
And,
sense.
I mean, you guys had that tour coming up, so you had to get a lot of stuff in order as well. Before that, but Dr. Ryan, aside from that,
no lack of things to get done. Yeah.
what's going
I'm
on, man? How you
calling
doing?
in. I'd like to talk about
Much.
something. Can I call myself the official PPS new game correspondent? Because I want to talk about a new video game.
Yeah.
Sure.
So fucking happy.
Sean loves
Um,
new software. He's into the Ghosts of Tsushima.
I am so fucking happy.
Ghost of Tsushima. Uh,
But what game
Um,
have you been
so-
playing?
So here's the thing. I want to preface it a little bit. I think that we all agree that over the last 3 years, the constant Deathloop
Oh yeah,
showings
I've
at
been
every
hearing it's
conference
really.
were getting on all our nerves.
I've been hearing though it's really good, and that it was just.
I'm here to call in and tell you Deathloop fucking rules.
Yeah. it
Oh my
rules.
gosh, this game is so good.
Really?
Yeah. Shit.
I will preface this with I'm a big Dishonored fan, and this has a lot of like that same
Oh,
kind of
okay.
backbone to it. I don't know. Did you ever play Dishonored?
No, never had.
Are
I
you
know
a
it's a
fan
big
of, like, games like
assassination
that?
game,
Like,
right? Like you sneak up behind fools and get them.
yeah. So basically, it's a little bit of Dishonored mixed with a little bit of like Wolfenstein gun-wise,
Yeah.
Oh.
and
Okay.
then it's got this kind of roguelite element to it because the idea is there are 4 maps, and then in a day you have 4 time periods, and your goal is within one 4 time period loop to kill the 8 main targets.
Yeah, every time it's a assassination goal, right?
Well, no, but the goal is to assassinate everyone at the same time. You have to
Oh.
get from morning to night, and that's how you beat the game. Is you kill all 8 of these dudes, But the thing is, you don't know where they are. You don't know how to get to them. And the gameplay loop that I'm playing right now is, okay, I've got some info that I found that if I go, like, one of these dudes in the time loop has built his own, like, LARP, and you have to go and infiltrate it. And then I found, like, information about his secret lover. And so from there, I went to this other facility and found out their love letters, which gives me the code to this safe, which then I got in, and now I'm finding out where they are, so I can shoot them when they go off to, like, bone on an island together. So now I know, okay, I don't have to do all of that again. Now when I put my perfect day together, I know exactly where they are, and I'll know I need to be here at this time.
Well, I'm sold because there's not that much on the PS5 even to play, and it being an exclusive game that's getting all this attention, it did kind of, you know, get over marketed, I guess is the term. People were just sick of seeing it when we didn't even know how this game played, and it's honestly, it's like snarky fucking writing.
Oh, the writing's hilarious.
Yeah, but the ads for it constantly seeing the same snarky fucking characters, like, I was just over that.
You can hit from
Well, the writing, once you actually start playing the game, is better than the writing that they showed.
Yeah.
I would imagine so, too. And in a full context, like, you know, I wouldn't find it so annoying. It's just, like, the same. Oh, yeah, I've seen this ad before. Yes, Sony, you've showed it to me again.
Yeah.
It was like with Xbox and that fucking Pirates game they kept showing. It was over and over again.
The marketing was too much. It was a marketing for a roguelike game, which there are a million of, and it was over a long period of time, and they didn't really show anything that made it seem that different. So I fully agree with everything that
But I'm glad to hear that it's good, Ryan. I mean, without giving too many details, though, is it a steep learning curve? Is there easy, medium, hard difficulties?
So, you know, I only bought the game yesterday. I've played it all of last night and tonight.
Okay.
So I'm a small while in. There is no difficulty. There's just the difficulty.
Okay.
And the difference is how you want to play. So if you played like games like Dishonored before, you know, you can either take the stealth approach or you can just go guns blazing.
Yeah, go in like
and
a
so,
bat
like,
out of hell.
Yeah, and the game is fair both ways. They're like, whichever way you want to do it, we will support. And so it's a little bit harder if you go guns blazing, but you can get some pretty cool guns. Like I have this automatic shotgun now that just fucking mows down motherfuckers. And I got some upgrades to it that allow me to like have double the ammo and double the reload speed. So if I want to go loud, I can.
Ooh.
But I also have really fun going silent because you also get powers like BioShock. So like I've got a power where I can link two guys together, and if I shoot one in the head with my nail gun, it'll kill the other guy. So I can go super stealth.
Is this the game where I've seen nail gun reload animation where you just have a handful of nails that you put in a little opening at the top? That is a cool animation.
Yeah.
And they got the
very
sound
cool.
right. The sound of the nail gun is spot on.
Oh, and they do so many cool things with the remote. Or I'm sorry,
that's
with the
cool.
controller, I mean.
That's really good to hear, because not a lot does that yet.
Yeah.
They're doing cool things with the triggers, and they're using the what's it called?
Sorry.
That was close. No, it was a good shot. You find all these journals like what's what I'm looking audio diaries, sorry.
Oh, okay.
And so the cool thing is, you know how in like other games you find an audio diary, you got to sit there next to it.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
like it plays through things. All the audio diaries play through your controller only.
Great.
Oh.
So you can move on,
That's
you can
great.
keep doing whatever you want, and you can just listen to that. Also, there's a character that talks to you solely through your controller.
That's awesome.
I loved that. I think
I'm a big fan.
Did they add that to the Resident Evil 4
That's not
port?
legal.
Yeah, Chuck just goes crazy,
Chuck
dude.
just chucked the fucking golf ball. That's not legal.
Look at it's a football, dude.
That's
allowed.
not legal.
I'd allow it.
These Mushroom Kingdom swingers are something else.
Yeah. These mushroom swingers. I think honestly, like,
Too hard.
Ryan, what nobody was really talking about that game was how it plays and how the time loop affects what you do.
4 days, huh?
Like, yeah, what Ryan was
Game clock?
Yeah,
Four
what Ryan was
parts of a
saying
day.
is really cool because, like, what you end up getting to do is you end up getting to like it's more like Majora's Mask, where
What are you doing?
I was hoping since it was uphill I would get,
Oh, I gotcha.
but I did the opposite.
Because I'm honestly
Oh.
making all these mistakes too, and I'm just like, damn, we are not bringing our A game.
No, and I'm also like we're not doing any
yeah,
of the
we're
thinking.
streaming.
But no, like so what it
Hey.
does is the island is the stage you're on is the fucking reset. That's the thing that disappears.
Huh?
Like each time. So you reset back to like day 1, let's say.
Like some Groundhog Day shit?
Yeah, so it's really like Majora's Mask. So like Ryan was saying, if you know that the code to get into this area is 5362,
You
then
still
don't-
know it.
You still know it. So you don't need to
Yeah.
wait until the end of the day to do it. So you can actually, it's super strategic and really cool. And I was just watching Frank play it,
Oh.
but it was like, oh, I see how this game works. So, oh, now I know that this item's going to be here on this at this time, but not here at this time. So I'm going to go here first, and then I'm going to do this other thing, and then that's the path I'm going on this
You
time.
learn the...
It's got a really cool way of allowing you to not always be doing the same thing, but use one map to its most.
Okay.
What's also really cool is the mechanic on how you get equipment, because when you find something, at the end of the day, you don't keep it; it resets.
You got to go
Yeah.
find it again.
Or there is a mechanic. There's a currency, and they get in the story, but you don't really know about that. There's a currency you can get that you can spend that to infuse into a weapon to basically unlock it from time and add it to your arsenal, so that when you start a new day, you have it.
Yep.
Now, if you go through your day and you put it down, you've lost it for the rest of that loot. But when the day resets, you have all the gear that you've infused.
Yep.
And what's really cool is they do that with the powers too. Like my blink power, my linking people together power, my invisibility power. By infusing those, I can keep them. Or if I don't have the residuum to infuse them, I can just keep them for a loop and get rid of them later. But if I find that same power again in a new loop, it makes my original power stronger in the future.
Oh, shit, so it stacks.
stacks.
That's fucking
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
And sorry, go ahead. You
Oh,
go first.
no, keep going.
And I was going to say the thing that I think you'll like, Garrett, knowing how much you loved in GTA 5, in MGS 5, like going on missions to get new gear for everything. There are specific like quests in here just to. I heard a rumor about some guns, and I can follow a new quest line literally just to get more arsenal stuff.
Just
like
to
I did
unlock
this
some
whole
shit.
quest line.
Yeah.
I did this whole quest line to find a new high-level nail gun that now is totally silent, does more damage when I like tag people on the map, and will basically one-shot somebody in the head if I'm silent.
The nod to the nail gun made me interested just in that sentence alone. I mean,
Hey guys.
I'm a sucker
think-
for Quake, so any game that puts nail gun in as the, automatic weapon, I'm fucking...
I think as a stealth fan, Garrett,
interested.
you're gonna like this game.
Okay.
And
Is
you
the-
can get it at Walmart for $50.
Oh, wow, it's cheap. Yeah, Walmart
Project
always
10
has
at
that.
Walmart.
They got that $10 off thing if you go get the disc in person.
Yep.
But you got to go to Walmart. That's the problem. Save $10, but you have to go into a Walmart.
They got cheap candy.
Buy air
But
freshener there.
I'm glad to hear that the Deathloop hype is paying off.
Yeah.
The animation style I didn't hate. It definitely looks like kind of cartoony, but
So that's only in the copy, in the
in the ads,
in the ads. In the game, it looks like normal people, and then it
Yeah.
has more of a '70s sort of a
yeah,
It reminds
Star
me a
Wars-ish
lot-
feel, where
Okay.
it's kind of
Of-
like cowboys in Indian or cowboys in the Old West feel, but it's more of that '70s Old West feel. It's
Garrett, are you aware of a show
It's
called
cool.
The Prisoner? Have you ever heard of a show called The
yeah.
Prisoner? from the
I
70s?
have.
It's got a lot of The Prisoner vibes.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of that show. Yeah.
Like it's 70s. It's very over the top, like not disco. What sort of like 60s, 70s, like Austin Powers style.
exploitation
Like,
almost.
yeah.
What the fuck? My phone's light. You ever just have your
Yes.
phone's light on and the phone's like red hot.
Yes.
And you're like, why is my phone? Oh, the light's been on for an hour,
Yeah,
just sitting on the table.
I'll have that. It'll be on, and
Battery's
it'll be
dead.
trying to record video.
Oh no!
So it's like, cool. Why is my phone all hot? Oh, it's recording 4K 60 video. That's why.
Oh no!
In my pocket.
Well, Ryan, you are the new game doctor. We're gonna have to get like a little theme for you or something.
Yeah. Dr. Ryan's prescription. Deathloop.
Yeah, report some new games out there. I'm glad to hear it, man.
I prescribe it to you guys. I think you'll both like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope you play it, and then maybe you'll play it on here and show all the people. But that's all I wanted to call in about.
I would like
just wanted to get the news out that that ad campaign sucked, but the game's actually really good.
Yeah.
That's good to know, man. But thank you for calling in. I'm gonna hit us with a little end result again this week. Shouts out to all the homies. See you, Ryan. We'll be right back.
Yep. Fuck. Keep fucking that chicken. All right, before we continue, keep fucking that chicken.
This is the song Stagnant Peace by End Result. Got a new cassette player this week. The old one was dying.
Oh.
It's not even over. Our friend Jonathan over at Doctor Strange Records.
Oh.
You know, we always like to shout out the homie. I gotta get that Rudimentary Peni record he sent me in on my decks. I took my records and stuff home the other day because I've had it here and I haven't been playing.
Oh.
So I need to set up. I set up my turntables in the spare bedroom back where I used to Instagram stream there a lot more.
Yeah, I liked when you did those.
But then when COVID started, I was streaming out of here, and then I just all my record. I had like 3 crates of discs over here.
Oh wow!
So I brought everything back home. Now it's all like, because I still had like 3 crates there too, you know.
Oh yeah.
But it was a little insane, getting all of that equipment back home. I was like taking one thing a day. I was
Really?
like, just take one big ass fucking box a day. 1 box of records, 1 turntable case.
They're fucking heavy.
Dude, my shit is so heavy too, because I got those fucking Newmark.
Yeah.
Those things are just
Those speaker things,
beasts.
right? Is that what you're talking about?
The turntables are heavy.
Oh,
I mean,
just
everything's
the turntables
heavy.
themselves, yeah.
That fucking mixer, that Pioneer mixer, that 4 channels,
yeah.
heavy as shit. It's a it's a gig to stay in shape, I think. Better than most musicians. The DJ stays in tip-top form from all the lifting. I've loaded up my RPG kind of mode.
Yeah.
I really like that you can go around in between the RPG missions and do these like exercises for additional EXP.
Yeah, and
like,
learn how to do different shots.
Yeah. But also, like, this is how you grind in this
Yeah.
RPG. It's doing all this shit. Let's see how it goes. See if you can score at least 80 points in 9 shots. And I'm thinking 9? Easy. But that's what you're thinking. It's not always that easy. Because especially, you have to get it in that fucking circle.
Right.
Here's where I really learned how to put, like, the proper spin. Learn from your mistakes.
Right.
Like, does that seem to work? No.
No.
I need to go less and still backspin and more to the right.
I got pretty good at rolling them in, but this time around I wasn't paying attention at all.
Well, that's... Oh, I didn't put enough on it. Maybe 3 backspin will help. Yeah, that last game where we were playing and trading, and we would always overshoot every shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different when you're... even
focusing.
focused on, like, oh, is this boring for the audience? I can't just sit here and not talk and like, pick my shot. Oh, let me see the elevation. A little bit to the right. Like, when you're calculating and doing all that shit, like, you're not... You can't do 2 things at once.
No.
Pulled it under, and
I think that'll be good.
2 backspins. Maybe not enough.
Oh, I wouldn't have put
No.
any backspins.
Ooh, okay, that's what the trick is.
That's
gonna
what
be.
the little blue means. The blue means
The blue where?
So on the right, when you hit, or when you do your meter, if it's anything but a putt, you'll have like a little bit extra about how far it's gonna probably roll. So that's why I always try to shoot it a little short of that and have it roll into directly that area.
Okay.
Yeah, you see how
the
that,
blue.
yeah.
I see that on top of that red and now yellow bar. There's
Yeah.
the blue meter. So that was definitely not enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So you would even put, like, just go kind of based on what the blue would be.
Yeah, so like right there, and then I would put like maybe a little
I
backspin.
put no spin on that one.
But you'll
Let's see.
find it tends to
I'm in at least.
get in.
Damn, I'm
Right?
out.
It's that fucking elevation. It's on a fucking
These are
slopey,
these are
bumpy
hard
road.
ones. Yeah.
But
Let's keep practicing. And you were gonna say something, Brian? Sorry.
Oh, I enjoy this game because it's really it really was a lot of fun to like just chill and play golf with it.
Yeah, I didn't play for a couple months. You know, like PS5 shit came out. You know, and I primarily am fucking with that, but I've been messing with it off and on.
Yeah.
This week, now that it got, I heard about the updates it got.
Oh, did it get updates?
The Switch in general, this blows my fucking mind. They finally just turned on Bluetooth audio.
Oh yeah, that.
Like, what the fuck?
It's been in there.
I didn't know the
entire
chip was
time.
in there. I
Yeah.
didn't know it was in there the entire time.
It's been there the entire fucking time.
And they didn't just
no
turn it on. Just pay the license to use Bluetooth tech
Yep.
and turn it on. Fuck, Nintendo. What took so long?
Licensing, I'm sure. Or just, I don't know, some bullshit. I don't fucking get it. But yeah, because I remember I'm like, oh, I'm going to pair this headphones and this with that. And it's like, oh, wait, I can't pair my Bluetooth?
Buy
They're
a
like,
dongle.
Yeah, you have to buy a dongle. But I thought it had Bluetooth built in. It does.
For the controllers. And I was thinking like, oh, the chip must not do audio over Bluetooth or something. I don't know,
That's
but
that's how
that's
Bluetooth
not-
works,
no.
sadly.
It could do whatever the fuck it wants.
Yeah. God.
It's like a god. It's like Gozer. It does whatever the hell it wants.
It's nice.
No, it's gonna. Okay.
It's a bummer.
16 out of 80. Or 16 out
Uh,
of 80. But you still get a little XP for that, which I do like.
Yeah, you get XP for everything. I love
But
love that about
Let's
this
try to sync this now that we know what we're doing. Bro. We got Discord callers still. I
Oh,
know
yeah.
Zill has been in there. I fucked that up already.
All right, Zill.
Can I start again?
Yeah, you can.
Quit. Restart
Hey.
from the beginning.
What up?
Hey. Oh, don't boo him. Oh, Zill's here.
Zill.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't boo.
There we
Zill.
go.
How you doing?
What's
Zill?
up, Zill? How you? How's the evening
I'm
striking
doing pretty
you?
good, man. Sipping on some beer.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Watch. Team.
Having some suds. I've never heard it
Yeah.
ever actually
Me
referred to
neither.
as that outside of film. Or
Suds? Sounds
sketch.
like soap, man.
Yeah,
I don't think
right?
I'd ever
Never
call
heard
it suds.
it.
You know,
Who's
it's-
anywhere?
Soap.
referred to as suds.
What, did you say a foul word and your mommy washed your mouth out? Who's drinking suds? Stupid, man. I don't know. Anyway, well, what's up, Brian? Brian's Googling suds.
I'm trying to
I
see
wanna
if
see
I've
that.
ever seen it mentioned anywhere else.
Suds, man. Suds Fest 2008. Surfing suds.
Oh, God.
I hope that's not in like the West Coast. It doesn't sound like it'd be in the West
No,
Coast.
I've never, ever heard it referred to as suds.
I'm going to nail this putt. Watch. Ready?
Okay.
Undercut it with the roll back.
It's not a putt, but all right.
Well, I'm
Yeah, I was gonna say you're chipping, man.
Yeah, I'm chipping, but I'm nailing it. Look at fucking 1 point, dude. 8 points. Okay, shit. I'll take it.
Pretty solid. It's on the green.
Where are you
That's
calling
it.
it? That's all that matters. It's like horseshoes and hand grenades. Just got to get close. What did what did it
that's
do
why.
though in your neck of the woods? Where are you calling in from?
I'm from Vista, man.
Vista, California?
Sup?
Yeah.
Shouts out to the perverts in Vista. What's up? I was just down there. You know, there's a nice Otay Reservoir. You get out to the dam there, go on a little hike. All kinds of trails out.
I haven't been out there yet, but I don't really spend all that much time outside.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I go to the
Hot as
beach.
fuck.
If anything, like if I'm out, I'm at the beach.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 15, 20 minutes out, so
oh, that's great, dude.
not like a huge. I've never been like the lake, guy.
Yeah, the beach too is about 10 degrees cooler than anywhere inland. Just
Yeah,
getting
true
out
that.
to walk the dog. Sometimes we'll go out to Chula Vista to just get out of East County.
Chula Vista.
But
You guys ever get up to Tacos El Gordo when you go down there?
in Chula,
Yeah.
the line's always too fucking long, so we never go there.
Yeah, it is. But
It's a good place.
It is fucking good. There's a reason why.
There's a reason why that line's cray.
So good. The El Pastor is so fucking good there. Anyway, that's not the purpose of your call, is it, Zill?
Zill, you want to talk about El Pastor?
I'm just kind of hanging out, and you guys were talking about roguelikes, and
Yeah.
it just seems like there's a new fucking roguelike coming out every single fucking week,
Right
man.
now with Rogue, or what's it called?
Deathloop.
No. What was the one before that where the female protagonist is on some planet?
Oh, Returnal.
Returnal, yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. I haven't
not a
looked
very
into.
good one.
That's exclusive to console, right?
Yeah,
PS5
PS5.
exclusive.
Yeah, that's
PS5
why I
is now a
haven't
PS5
heard of it.
studio, or
Well, so
PlayStation studio.
Deathloop was also a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Dude, these are not
It's a
staying
PS5
on.
console exclusive, probably for about a year, and then
Oh.
it's on.
It's on PC. No, Deathloop is on PC as well.
Yeah, that's why I said console
Yeah.
exclusive.
Right,
But
gotcha.
then it's a
Oh,
Bethesda
they're-
game, so
wait,
it's got to
wait,
come
wait,
out
wait.
on Xbox.
They're like signifying consoles are different than Steam now. Like, no. PC's just another console. Don't call it a console exclusive.
Well,
just say that it's a PlayStation exclusive or PlayStation and PC.
And, I mean, they don't necessarily still cross over yet. PC's still, there are a bunch of games that are only on PC and never come out, so that there is no issue with them crossing.
I hate that verbiage so
I know.
much. Console exclusive. Oh, so it's no, it's on PCs too. It's like, what?
Yeah, it's because Microsoft owns Bethesda, so they're still releasing it on PC, but they're not releasing it on Xbox until probably like a year. If I had to guess.
It'd be weird for Bethesda
not
to
even
release
exclusive.
release an only console game as well. Like
Yeah, that would
they
be
have so many PC games, like it wouldn't make any sense.
Oh no, I mean again, it's gonna
That
come
would
out
be
on
weird.
the Xbox. It's
Eventually.
just a matter of whenever the timed
So it's a
exclusive is
timed
up.
exclusivity too.
Yeah, because again, it was developed for the PS5, and then later on, Microsoft bought Bethesda and brought them in, or not bought them, but brought them into their Xbox Studios or Microsoft Studios, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And so I mean they're sharing games just like Psychonauts came out on PS5, just like it.
We
came
just
out on
downloaded
Xbox.
that on the Game Pass has it for free.
Dude,
so
that's
we just
what I got.
downloaded it.
Game Pass is the shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in a year you'll probably be able to play it on Game Pass.
I'm
Kind
not
of
even
like
paying attention now.
kind of like fucking Hades. Hades was originally on PC, then it was a Switch exclusive until
That game's gonna be
just this
everywhere,
year.
by the way. That game
Really?
is just it's gonna be on everything. It's the new Skyrim or whatever.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it, and I didn't know it was a Switch exclusive for a period of time there.
Yeah.
I knew everyone who was playing it was playing on Switch. All my friends that were playing it were on Switch. But you called in to talk about roguelikes, Nil. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm hooked on Synthetic, man. I've been playing that for
What's that?
months.
It's a tough man to make a
Synthetic
forecast.
is a tactical, it's extremely tactical, like cyborg android roguelike. It's pretty punishing, just like Hades, but it's just another flavor of the month, honestly. They got a new one coming out at the end of the month, and it's 4 players, so you can
these
co-op and everything.
The top gameplay, it just doesn't. I don't play a lot of games like that because I don't like them. I guess,
neither.
but like, I think roguelikes always go with that type of. That's what Hades is like too, right? And
yes.
That's kind of why I've steered away from it.
And a lot of that more has to do with them being indie developers, so they're a smaller studio.
Oh yeah, it's like 3 dudes.
Which is just. I mean, I'm not saying the game's not good or anything.
No.
I just don't usually play those games.
Me neither.
Right.
Hades was a huge exception when it came to that kind of thing. Like isometric top-down games, I haven't played them since unless they're actually really good. Like I think there's a new game coming out called Skatebird, which looks really good. That's like
I've seen that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Skatebird's out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it came out today.
Yeah.
And then there's.
But I'm still playing Skater XL.
Yeah. There's a couple of games that I like that, but I think it's that traditional, the original Rogue style of Diablo and all that.
Yeah, and I got Diablo for the Switch, and I was like, this is great, and then realized I buy a top-down game once every 10 years because I can't get into them. Because I could not finish Diablo, man. Diablo 3 when it was ported to the Switch was a great title.
Yeah, we played it here.
I think the seg for me is I play so many first-person shooters, and it's just it's refreshing. Be like, oh, okay, this is a different view.
Yeah.
This is this is different. I gotta, So.
I hear that. I was telling Derek the other day. It's like, man, I play so many games that are just shooting guns, but that's my favorite type of game.
Yep.
Right.
Sorry, I'm a sucker for
Yeah.
It's also there's not a lot of RTSs. Nobody's making them anymore, and I used to play so many RTSs, and it's just
Really?
sometimes I'm hooked on that top-down view, man. They're all isometric top-down.
that.
You can't have them anywhere else. So
Yeah.
maybe that's just what it does it to me as well.
It's a callback.
It's so true though, because prejudices stay. I still kind of will not necessarily jump at a game, even if it's got great reviews, if it's a first-person shooter. Because
if it's a straight up first person shooter, I'm not interested.
Well, even Deathloop, when I was hearing all this stuff about it, I forgot what kind of shooter it was. So I'm like, oh wait, it's an arcane game. It means it's gonna be an FPS. Because I genuinely like to see my character in games. I like to see what they are, because I don't want to be I'm the agent of this character's decision. I'm not the character.
Did I land on the fucking pole?
It's possible.
It's like ding ding.
But that's kind of why it's no, I want to see the character. You guys put all this time and effort into designing them, and then I can't even fucking see them.
Yeah, you just.
I've gotten over it now, but especially with the Resident Evil games, oh man, and immersive sims like Deathloop and Prey and Dishonored.
Yeah.
I love that because now you're getting to see the world. Or Doom, man. Doom fucking rules.
I honestly wish that Cyberpunk was third person more.
Me too.
It's only when you're driving.
Yeah.
And I feel like the whole point of Cyberpunk is all the clothes and shit I'm wearing change. And you don't get to even see that.
Even the
because you're
dialogue.
always in first person. Fuck.
Yeah. And that sucks. I want to see my character. I want to and that's a thing for me.
I'm with you there.
And then nowadays, especially with anything that is called a fucking open world roguelike Metroidvania, if it has those words all together, it's red flags for me. It's aimless game that is meant for people to play with no intention of finishing. Cool. No, I want a story. Or I want fun gameplay.
Everyone's just making all kinds of games, man. The flavor of the month is so fast and so rapid. Ooh, nice putt.
Thank you.
And that's what it is. It's all these flavor of the month games that come out because it's a buzzword or they were popular at one point, and it takes 4 years to develop a game. So by the time they develop their perfect version of a roguelike Metroidvania fucking open world, I'm like, I'm fucking over it. I played 20 of them that all didn't really hit it, and this one happens to. So, you know, I've been wrong. Hades is incredible, and I'm happy I played that game because holy shit, was I wrong about roguelikes on that. And
you know what's funny? That's the one I slept on. I don't know what it is. I'm the only person, like, everyone's like, oh, it's so great. I can't get into it. I'm just not into, like, Olympus and all that. I don't know. It's not for me. And everyone's like, it's so good. I play so many roguelikes. I'm like, I don't really need that one.
I was recommended Hades so many times over the last, like, month, and I just know it's something I'll never play. And their previous title, the same thing. I didn't play, what was the one where the girl had the sword who talked?
No, Transistor.
That was them too, right?
Yep.
Transistor
wasn't a roguelike, though, I think.
No,
that
but
was
it had that top-down style,
right.
And I was like, I don't want to play that. Sorry,
Yep.
I just can't. I can't do the top-down thing.
Yep.
I mean, it's not that appealing to me.
Yeah. I can watch anybody play them, but
Yeah.
I don't care about doing, like, old school, like,
I'd probably have fun
RPGs
playing it
either.
if someone sent it.
Yeah.
You know, like, if we were fucking legit, Brian, and we, like, asked devs for, you know, early builds or whatever to play on our show, I would gladly play it. But, like, I gotta go out and spend, like, $30 on something I'll play once on the show and go, like, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
$30 is a steep price for, like, 5 minutes and you're done.
Yep. That's why I was so excited that it was coming to Game Pass, because then I could check it out. And now I wished I spent $20 on the game to give them support for Hades, because it was genuinely.
I had those early putts down, but these last ones I can't.
These ones are hard, dude. Look at how fucking.
These I got down.
the
I found the
terrain.
trick. It's just
There's a lot of slopes in there, man. It goes up, down, all
the
around.
train throws me right where I want to be here, though.
Yeah.
And it's right. You just got to get that.
Oh.
Yeah,
look
because
at
they're
that.
all putts, so there isn't.
A
there
little
isn't
too
a
much.
little bit of extra. But yeah, I mean, for me, honestly,
But then
I
it
was
changes.
very surprised. The gameplay is what has got me into Hades. I don't. The story is cool. I like Olympus, whatever. Greek mythology, that kind of stuff is nice. I had fun with it because the game was that fun. But yeah, if I didn't get it on Game Pass, I wasn't going to spend $20 on a roguelike, because I can't keep getting these games with no end in sight. You know, like
Yeah, that's another.
Well, it's just the
thing.
replayability, specifically with Hades. It's just like, oh, you gotta play it like 1,000 times to get any kind of story. And you're just
No,
like,
dude,
really?
You get story every single time you play it. That's the thing.
I know it's a loop though. Like you have to keep playing it to get more.
Well, so that's the thing. You want to keep playing it because
Right,
the
right,
game
right.
itself is so much fun that you keep doing stuff, and then you discover a thing.
It's like something different happened this
Something
time.
different happens each time. It's not just like, oh, you're playing
Okay,
the same loop.
okay.
Oh, you're doing the same 3 levels. No, the moment you get into the world, the map itself looks familiar, but there are things changed. When you get stronger, the enemies shift a little bit. They have different attributes. If you've already beaten one boss or mid-boss, they come back in a different form, and they have different attacks and different patterns.
Really?
Yeah. So it's and then each time you get a different set of boons that help you. You have an overall progress that for your health and for like certain things like that. But then you can get certain abilities from your boons, and then that chooses how your run goes.
What's a boon? Like in Lost with.
So, ironically, great name for a character that has nothing to offer. No, a boon is something that it like adds to your like it's a helpful thing. Like it's a literally the only word I can think of is boon.
Is that what they call it in the game?
So it's the opposite of a bane.
I think so, yeah.
A boon.
Yeah, so it's something very good. It's something that helps you out. So you'll get an
Your
attribute.
stats on a
Yeah.
piece of paper.
So for instance, basically like not
Yeah.
even just stats. Like you'll get Aphrodite, and she gives you a reflection. That's her power up. So for that run, you can choose to either add that reflection to your attack, to your dash, or to your cast. Then, when you find her again in another part of the stage,
Okay.
you can either upgrade the current stat that you have or even it out. So you can add it now. So for instance, like I always did it to my attack and my dash. So if I'm attacking somebody and they try to throw a projectile, I deflect back at them. And then if I try to dash away, my dash reflects anything back at them. And then I stack that each time I see her so that they become level 2, level 3, level 4. Then by the end, they give you like epic and legendary stuff. so that you
Boons,
can,
epic boon.
Yeah, so that it basically makes that thing even better. So it's really fun because it allows for a quick run or a long run, depending on how you want to play it, of, here, let me try this weapon out and this loadout and this thing, and it's all fun. And it all doesn't matter, because if I die at the end, I just go again.
Yeah, there's a lot of experimenting. Like, it's like, oh, what if I try this build over here that I've never done before? And there's all kind of
guns blazing, yeah.
Yeah,
that
sorry,
too, yeah.
Athena gives Reflect, not Aphrodite. Aphrodite fucking sucks.
Well, we get it. With no spoilers. Brian changed the names of some of the players to avoid any spoilers.
Oh, come on. Oh, a little more gas. That would have been in.
I know.
That's,
but we got the points at least.
But yeah.
Ara.
I enjoyed it. Honestly, the lore, the story, the music, everything that's in there is really cool. If you want to listen to it, if you want to,
Does it have that like that 70s, like waka chicka waka chicka waka chicka?
Oh yeah. Very, very much so. They released a new trailer today for just their opening loop of
more fucking marketing for this game, guys.
Really?
Come on.
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, it's
the first time I saw that game, it reminded me of what was that? There was another stealth game that had that same aesthetic. It was We the People or something, where it was all psychedelic and trippy.
Really?
I thought it was like the same game, yeah.
It almost gave me like Time Splitters vibes, just because like there's a gimmick to it being a first-person shooter, and it's got this wit to it.
We Happy Few?
We Happy Few. Yeah, they had all these masks, and you couldn't really see the people. It's all based in like London, and I don't know.
Weird.
That was just me judging the game, though. But yeah, We Happy Few was a weird game.
Yeah. I watched Trish play a lot of that.
It's less like that and more of a really cool like. It's more along the lines of how BioShock Infinite is like Elseworlds, like you know what I mean?
Oh, there it is.
Sinking that, you know what I mean?
Did it?
That was a fucking good ass shot.
Can't believe it.
But yeah, it's
I got powers in this mode?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't be used while putting.
Oh.
Oh well.
Fuck. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'll wait
now
for
that
it to go on sale a couple of years from now, probably.
It's gonna go on sale.
I'm excited. Everyone's telling me about Deathloop. Like, I am running out of room like crazy on my PS5, and I'm having trouble even getting the PS4 games to transfer over to my hard drive.
Didn't they just do a bunch of patches? Where they're saying they're talking about adding the M.2s to the PlayStation 5s and all that
junk? The new hard drive, solid state, like little chips are now supported in the latest firmware. It was in beta testing before, but now we can go get those MVE chips and add a terabyte.
How many can you host in there though? Is it just one? Because I mean, you could get
you could get a lot.
Like 500
They're
gigs.
fucking expensive. They're so expensive.
Yes.
So right now, you can back up PS4 games off of like a hard drive, external. Yeah. And I've been doing that, but God, I get that thing crashes constantly, and I'm using one that they say is compatible. There's just a lot of issues right now. I think like with my PS5, once it gets close to being full, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Because then I can't move anything without, I can't, there's an update, the download, it wants to, I'm constantly out of room where I feel like I have 3 PlayStation 5 games installed on this thing, and I'm out of room, but I have a lot of PS4 on there, so.
Yeah, see I'm
running into these issues.
I always forget that, especially for your case, you can't just uninstall and re-download a game whenever you want.
Oh, yeah.
Because of your internet.
The internet's, 100 gig game. That's my whole fucking month now. Because I'm trying out this T-Mobile fucking MiFi thing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Whereas I
that looked so good.
I delete games the moment I know I'm not going to play them again. Like, there are maybe 4 games on my hard drive right now. Maybe. And I will go home and be like, oh, you know what? I downloaded Fortnite because I thought I was going to play it on Tuesday night for our stream, but I'm actually not. I'm going to delete it. And if I do need to play it next week, I'll just re-download it. Like, I forget that some people,
can't
especially your situation, can't do that. Because I've never had more than 2 or 3 games I'm playing at a time. And since all the save files are either saved to the cloud or stored on the system, I don't I just delete file. Like Resident Evil 8 is off my hard drive. I mean, Cyberpunk's been deleted off my hard drive for like 9 months because I'm not gonna play it till the next gen version comes out.
Yeah, we still don't have the PS5 upgrade for that.
Nope. And then I just re-downloaded
Get
Red
there.
Dead.
Fuck yeah.
Because I thought they were gonna do the update
Failed.
soon, but now I heard that they pushed back the next gen updates for GTA to next year to February.
And
I would assume Red Dead. 'cause
Dead.
I haven't heard anything other than the GTA one, but so I'm like, okay, well then I'm gonna delete that because I was waiting for it to come
I'm just
out.
seeing like even the PS4 games that I played on there before are crashing all the time. Like I finished Last of Us on my PS5.
Yeah.
Reinstalled it for Trish to start playing. It crashes on her like every 40 minutes.
Still.
You never did it to me. It's not a still thing. It's like it is now doing it.
Oh.
I don't know why, but the PlayStation 5 just seems very random with when it crashes. Like we talked constantly about how when I play Cyberpunk on that console, it crashed every 20 minutes.
Right.
I talked to other people. I played on my base PS5 and it ran perfect. I got the same. It's like how the system volume information is like built or the database is constructed differently causes it to crash on other users and not, certain ones. I don't know. But I just don't think like the PS5 after having it for a while now, I should have just kept playing my PS4 games on a PS4 Pro.
Huh.
And left all of that room for PS5 games.
Really?
I feel that way.
That
I'm having problems now owning it and having 2 users. Maybe it's because I've got 2 accounts on it. We also do a lot of data. Media streaming and shit. Like,
no, it shouldn't be a problem.
but I, it shouldn't be a problem. You're right. That's why I'm kind of like griping on the hardware at this point. Like the PS5, it does crash a lot and it does provide kind of a negative user experience at this point.
Wow.
For me.
I've had weird glitchy stuff.
Yeah, I've got a lot.
But nothing to the extent of what you're describing. Like, or what Rocco's describing. He says he has, like, glitchy things with the PS5 where the early PS4 games were losing and corrupting their saves. I've never had issues with that.
Yeah, that
Where I have
sucks.
issues is I'll turn it on and I can't control left and right anywhere but the quick access menu. On the fucking D-pad, on the controller. Remember, you might have been over one time when no, you weren't over that time. It was after we were shooting the video at your house.
Hole in one again.
I have to turn off the PS5.
Oh.
And then
Another
one. Then turn
I'm
it
the
on.
father of a son.
Yeah.
It's a good start, man.
Oh, too much.
But yeah, all the games that I play on it, like all the PS4 games that I played on it, Last of Us 2 I played on there the whole way through. I didn't have an issue with it. Playing Horizon Zero Dawn, same thing. No issues with it. Red Dead. The only game that crashed on it, the way that you're describing, was Cyberpunk. That's why I said still. I thought you were still talking about Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I just get I get all kinds of weird shit once I started putting PS4 games on an external drive.
Yeah, that sounds like...
And then I'm reading and it's like, oh, a lot of people have problems with external drives, even solid state drives, and it's like it depends on the enclosure you use.
That's stupid.
Yeah, at that point, you really should just build a PC. If you have all these storage drives and you're trying to connect, it's like a new computer, but you just can't do.
And that's
I don't know, Photoshop applications on
That's
it.
the bummer of it is like, yeah, games used to be a cartridge, blow it off, put it in, it fucking worked. No updates, no downloads. Now you got to be online, you got to be connected, you have to sign into your fucking Bethesda account. Oh yeah, this isn't updated. Okay, fuck. Like, just weird shit like that's so inconvenient that you shouldn't run into.
Yeah.
I'm trying all this new internet stuff at the house too, and I'm getting like streaming apps telling me like, oh, what your IP address changed? Like you're not at home. You can't stream Hulu because you're not at your home address. What the fuck? It works on a cell phone, guys. Hulu is on every fucking device, no matter where you are in the world. Like, stop trying to fucking lock me in. I seriously get this error. Hulu doesn't work with my new T-Mobile setup.
Dude.
Your IP address is like, you're not registered to watch football anywhere other than San Diego, and Even though I'm in San Diego, I can't. Okay, Hulu, change my address to fucking this address.
Right.
Does
sorry,
Hulu even
Eric
do
or-
sports? I don't think Hulu's supposed to do sports. I thought that was
We
only
pay
strictly
for-
cable.
We pay for a package.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we can get local sports. Well, she can. I'm not sitting here watching football.
Oh man. Speaking
I
of
was like,
sports,
what
man,
do you
those
have-
Padres, then they have so many injuries, it's not even fair.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Really? A bunch of injuries?
Yeah, in the late game, man, everyone's getting hurt on the Padres.
Sorry to hear it.
It's a lot more than just.
Tatis
injury.
okay?
Yeah, he's fine now.
Kind of.
Oh no!
He's not as bad as some people might think, but
What do you get? Tennis elbow? What happened to him?
he has a loose.
Bursitis?
No, I forget. He has basically his rotator
Cuff?
sublimates.
He threw that on like the third week in the very beginning, and they've been trying to protect him as much as possible.
It started.
He's
even
their
as-
ace in the hole.
It started even back in spring training. Basically, there's a lot of issues right now with the team outside of just the fact that people are injured. They're injured because we don't have depth. There are a lot of reasons. Our pitching sucks because none of our
Depth.
pitchers could fucking depth in terms of rotation and roster.
Ah,
So everybody
yes.
got run ragged, and when you get run ragged, you injure.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't two of our main pitchers last season? They right when they got to those playoffs, they got injured immediately, and then
Yeah, we signed somebody who immediately played one game and then went off to get fucking Tommy John surgery. In,
Oh, yeah, that's
in
bad.
Clevenger. Like we literally only got a game and an inning out of him.
He's like, oh, I got insurance? Great. See you in 6 months.
And he came from I forget, Kansas City, and he was doing pretty well over there. And then this other guy, Nelson Lamet, he ended up having to have Tommy John surgery or some sort of elbow surgery, if not Tommy John. Which basically, if you need Tommy John,
We're a
surgery,
sponsor of Tommy John underwear. Brian, tell him about how comfortable your
Tommy John underwear
panties are.
are so tight they make your elbow fucked up, and then they have to reattach the tendon.
Yeah.
Um,
Doesn't sound like a fun surgery. I don't know why you'd name your boxer brief company after that.
Well, the guy who originally got it was Tommy John.
Yeah.
But basically, we would have to win the next-
every game, so many games, and we're all away games right now,
Yeah,
like
and they're
against
all
the Giants.
the number 1 and number 2 seed in the division
Yeah.
and in the fucking wild card race. So,
Damn.
it's a tough time.
It's
a tough
looking
time
pretty
to be a Padre
grim for
fan.
sure. But they started so hot, and it was super exciting, and then
Yeah.
just
I've never
injuries,
been
man.
happier for Sean and Brian because, well, and Eric for that matter. I mean, the Padres were on fucking fire. What the fuck? The beginning of the season was just like, this is insane. Like we might go all the way. We might get the pennant, guys. We might snag the pennant this
We
year.
were playing really well.
But then, like typical Padre, blew your load
Wear and
a little
tear,
too
man.
A
early.
little bit. Well, what
Like the Friar himself, he swung for the fences and he missed.
it's a lot. We fired our pitching coach because
Did we?
they weren't doing well, and honestly, I don't think Jace Tingler
Mid-season?
survives this season. Yeah.
Mid-season, they can fire a pitching coach. Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess
you
they
can
can fire anybody. Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're gonna see Tingler through the end of the season, but I don't think he's gonna continue. He's our head coach, or
Okay.
our manager, whatever you call him. But
Tingler.
yeah, Jace Tingler. I
Too hard.
liked him at first, but then honestly, a lot of what happens because of bad coaching. I think they were too
He's
protective.
this overworking.
Overworking and too protective. So making people work too hard because other people weren't working hard enough.
Yeah.
So
That's not fair.
I hope I don't, but that's.
But they
that's
had a
all
swag
speculation.
chain, Brian.
And honestly, we've been shitty since the. There's
They-
like a
yeah.
a
Well,
snap
they're
right
they're
now.
one of the newest teams on the block, man. The Padres are such a new team compared to like
Young
the
faces,
legacy
right?
of Dodgers
Yeah.
and the New York Yankees and all these old teams.
Yeah, it's a really good. Like they were running a really good baseball team the entire time, but what it requires is patience and plate discipline, and like we were getting in our own heads. Baseball is such a game of rhythms, probably more than any other sport.
Well, drumming is kind of a game of
And that's
rhythms.
And you know exactly how it is. If you're tensed up while you're trying to drum, you're not going to drum on
Bad
the right
joke,
rhythm. You know, you can't keep that pace. It was a good joke. I like it.
Brian
But-
liked it.
But, I think there's still a chance. It's fine. We are still better than we've been in the last few years. And
Oh yeah, there's so much excitement about the Padres right now. Even though we're having kind of a late or bad end season, it's still fun to like go to the games, and the fans are there, man. They're going wild.
So that was one of the things that we were missing before, was the fan support. So again, overall, it's been a great season. We've had magical moments that I never thought we would have ever had.
I mean, just the excitement that these new players. I mean, didn't the MLB 2K game have Tatis on the cover this year?
It did, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean,
MLB
they don't.
The Show, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Not
Yeah, I
the
think
they make
didn't
2K
we break
sport games
a
anymore?
record? We broke a record this year, didn't we? Was it 4 consecutive Grand Slams in 4 games or something?
Damn.
Something crazy.
That was last year, yeah. To get
Oh, it was
the
last
Slam
year.
Diego, yeah. So we haven't been as hot as
Jack
we
in the
were
Box has been giving out free food
all the fucking year.
season.
I mean, till the last few months, but
Yeah.
In 2020, that's where we earned the name Slam Diego, because we had 4 games with at least 1 Grand Slam, and it's like,
Oh, it was the no hitter. That's
we had the no-hitter, and then we had the Camarena game, which was incredible. The no-hitter was our first no-hitter in the history of the Padres, done by Joe Musgrove, who went to fucking Grossmont College up the street.
Shouts out community college where I attended.
I'm sorry, Grossmont High School.
Okay, the rival high school to my Helix
Yeah.
Highlanders, where I attended.
And then the Camarena game, where we were behind in like I forget, the first or second inning to now the fucking Dodgers' best pitcher, Max Scherzer, who's like one of the best pitchers in the league, and our fucking relief pitcher hits a motherfucking grand slam at home off of Max Scherzer,
Not hard enough.
who also, by the way, this Camarena guy,
Yeah?
from fucking San Diego too. And
Oh, so these are hometown heroes.
yeah, so 2 hometown heroes made such big dents. We have the makeup. The problem is, I think there's just a few pieces we're missing, and I feel like we got kind of fucked during the trade deadline. But I'm excited that baseball is back. It's my favorite sport. We're a good team. I just want to finish over 500. That's all. I want to finish with a winning record. That'd be really, really nice.
Yeah,
if we make it
I
to
think-
the playoffs, neat.
I want to see us. We started off so strong. Like, I want to see us go to the fucking playoffs,
Yeah.
obviously. But, yeah, that's more for you and Eric and Sean. Like, I want to see you guys go.
Yeah.
I cannot beat these two. I'm on the advanced bro portion of the RPG, and I cannot.
This is what happened to me.
I cannot fucking get past here. I am earning EXP each time, so it's kind of cool, but.
There's this one for cross-country golf, and I cannot beat the level. And I know there's like a certain pattern you have to go in, but I don't fucking
the
care.
cross-country level was so fucking hard. I had a real tough time with that one.
Eric told me he ended up just having to look up a video on how to go through it.
Which ones to do in what
yeah,
order?
because there's a certain order. If you don't follow, it just becomes fucking like basically impossible.
Well, Zill, thanks again for calling. I'm glad we got into some old, it's not pigskin memories, but it was a little baseball glory days.
Genuine leather.
Yeah, we had a little catcher's mitt chat.
One more thing. Are we doing wheel spins?
Well, we got one
got
already.
one in already, dude.
The other one.
Yeah, I missed it.
The other
I
one
missed the
spun.
spin.
We could
Maybe
reenact
next
it.
time.
We had a great death box noise. It just
Oh,
sounded
God.
terrible.
Yeah, let's just like end the show on only the death box.
Oh man, I don't know. That
It might break
hurt
your shit.
my heart. You don't understand how loud it is,
So loud.
because it's coming through the speaker and your headphones are turned down, to a certain point. But like in here, it's probably damaging the electronics.
I
It's
mean,
so
I
loud.
remember that one time somebody asked for us to plug it in and I plugged it in upstairs when I was running the show.
Yeah.
And you guys were downstairs, and when it finally went off, everybody fucking jumped 2 feet out of their seat.
It hits you with the force of like a punch.
It
Like
really does.
It's
It
a
moves
noise
air.
that emits a physical reaction. Ah!
Yeah, like a fart.
It
but
goes
worse.
but worse. Yeah.
So what?
Hey, thanks for calling, Zill.
Take
Yeah,
care.
no problem, man. Cheers.
He wanted the spin, but we were all spun out.
Instead, he got dumped.
You can get a spin next time if you really want it. Join that Discord link. We're here every Wednesday at 7. I want to just quickly remind everyone that we are on tour.
Hell yeah.
You can see us live.
So close.
Come on out to any of the cities on this list. Get your vaccine in hand, put that mask over your mug, and see us at the Last Laugh Tour.
So what?
Oh, you're going to be missing out big time.
Yeah, don't
So what?
Hey.
Yeah, don't ask how it went. You got to find out.
Listen.
You thought that I was curious if PAX was going to be fun? I guarantee you this is going to be fun, sucker.
That's right. Don't miss out. Yeah, Garrett's going to be there. Garrett's part of the show.
Yeah, I will definitely be there. I am part of the show indeed.
And
Don't let my appearance missing from the poster fool you. We are very excited about the tour coming up, and we are also very excited about a new 64-hour special. Brian,
Oh,
you know,
we can't even show it.
we can't show you this.
but
This
we can talk about it.
We'll link you right now, shop.mega64.com. And I think boys would look good in this. I think a bunch of boys in a band together would look great in this shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, it's a good shirt for when you say hi, hi, hi.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
an even better shirt when you say bye, bye, bye.
It's any greeting, even mahalo, it works, or
No
aloha.
strings attached.
Yeah.
If you want to be a space cowboy, come and take a ride on this shirt.
Yeah, and it's funny you said this because it's going away tonight, Brian.
Last
so,
night.
bye in like a couple minutes. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's gone.
You're fucked.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fucking
You
I don't
got
know.
cornholed.
I don't know what
And
you're
I'm not
gonna
talking
do.
about the game with beanbags and fucking board.
You're gonna have to come out to our show in in Phoenix and get flogged. If you missed out on the 64-hour special, shop.mega64.com.
Oh god.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Yeah, you know, I couldn't tell you.
Fuck. Thanks.
Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah.
It's been a real time live with you folks. And thus concludes your poorly played stream. Brian, any final thoughts?
Yeah, all I want to say is that if you aren't going to the Mega 64 Last Laugh tour, you're going to wish you had. So make sure you go. Otherwise, you're going to be bummed.
Yeah, you're going to be super bummed,
You're
dude.
bummed.
You're fucking bummed. See you guys next Wednesday.
I love it.
Keep fucking that. Keep fucking that chicken. Chicken. Keep fucking that chicken. 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 That's me. Nick. Yes, that's me. Keep fucking that chicken.
Thank you.
I'm so fucking happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.